That's a good song.
Okay, it is live. What the fuck are you doing, Elijah?
I'm trying to frame Anthony's head through the... Look through the slit, Anthony.
I think you got his eyes.
You know what Ganas mean? Ganas.
Ganas. Sounds like butthole.
No. That's cola.
Cola. That was culo. I thought it was culo.
Culo. Ass. Damn.
Ass. Damn.
Ganas is like desires. Yo tengo ganas. Por
Naji
Elijah.
Tad Tortot followed us 4 days ago.
Thank you. Wait, what was their name?
Nagy Tat Tortot.
Thanks, Nagy. You a real one.
That's pretty dope.
What's going on, film fans? Welcome back to a special episode of the Screen Tongue podcast. Following a long run of Paul Thomas Anderson, we're back with some original picks, and I couldn't be more excited for this lineup.
Me too. What order? All right, so what order do you want to go in before we get into it?
How do we recommend them?
I forget.
You want to just go in the years that they were released?
I think
we could do that. I think
we recommended it from Anthony to Norby, but I think if we went from years released, I think it's Elijah's first, and then Norby's last.
No, Visitor Q came out in 2001.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
It was, so it'd be Happiness, All About My Mother,
Bro.
The Day Became a Woman, and then Visitor Q.
I was one off, bro. Culo. Fuck you.
Boy. Okay.
Should we start with recently watched them?
Yeah, sure.
I saw Fire of Love, the documentary, the volcano documentary.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
Great
you said it was
film.
pretty dope, right?
Great film.
When did that
Crazy
come
film.
out?
Like last week.
Oh, okay.
Pretty new film, but it's a documentary about these it's a couple, and they're like these scientists, and they study volcanoes, but like they're like, I don't know, they're fucking obsessed with volcanoes. Like they would camp out at the active volcano.
They'd have sex at volcanoes.
Yeah, like,
For actually,
and like,
I don't know.
I mean, it would make sense that they would, like, really, like, but like, they had like literally the craziest footage of volcanoes, like literally like the distance that we are from each other, this close to volcanoes, getting all types of shit.
that's fucking
Photos
crazy.
and videos, and they were dedicated to it, man.
They have like those suits and stuff.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes,
That's cool.
but sometimes it would just be them, like just like in their regular clothes, just right there as the volcano's erupting and shit.
Oh, Brandon just
It's
joined. He
crazy.
said, "What is Anthony talking about? Sounds like a cool ass documentary." Can you tell him the title again?
It's called Fire of Love, man. Just came out. Fire of Love. Try to see it in the theater if you can. It's
Oh,
worth
legit? It's in
checking out.
theaters?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. Go check it out in the
Oh,
theaters
fuck, I might.
while you still can.
They're still alive? They haven't, like...
No,
died?
they died by volcano.
Yo, you just spoiled it,
Damn,
bro.
now I gotta go watch it.
Oh.
I
No, I mean
wanna-
it's real life. You know, you can look that shit
Yeah,
up.
for real.
It's like Grizzly Man stuff, kind of.
Yeah,
Grizzly
yeah.
Man's cool.
Brandon said that's Pog.
I was going to ask you last night if you'd seen Grizzly Man.
No, I actually haven't seen the whole documentary, but I've seen the one clip of Werner Herzog listening to it, and he's like, "Burn this clip, you know, like destroy this. No one should hear this ever."
Fake
That
fan.
clip's on the internet.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
What
The clip, like the
Nah,
audio?
I've heard that all of those are fake. Like it's not the actual one. Like the
Really?
yeah.
Have you seen Grizzly Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Actually,
Have you heard the audio, Brandon? I feel
he said,
like...
bro, fuck the audio, so cursed. What the fuck?
Where'd you
I have
hear
no
that
idea.
it wasn't?
I was on the YouTube, and then I just looked in the comments, and people were saying that shit was fake, and then I did some more research, and it seemed like it just wasn't the actual
Really?
one.
Wow.
It's just another bear attack. I don't know. I
How does
trust
that make
Werner
you feel?
Herzog.
I heard it one time, and it just sounded like really disturbing. And I didn't really like look through like the comments or anything, but it sounded like his voice. And I wouldn't be surprised. Like I imagine something like that you don't want like people to really get access to.
Hmm.
That's crazy. I also saw.
I would recommend checking out Grizzly Man.
That sounds interesting.
He would go to like Alaska like every like summer or winter or something like that, and spend like the entire season out there. And he has videos where he's like from here to the door away from grizzly bears.
Yeah. Or right up to them, like
retard.
just kind of like hugging them and shit. Basically.
That's so dumb.
He had he did it for like 13 years though.
Wow.
Yeah,
It took him 13 years.
His whole thing was like humans could live with grizzly bears. Like
Fuck
they're not
no.
that like, it's not that bad.
They're not that bad.
Except for one of them.
All it takes is one bad apple. What happened to you? Yeah.
But
He sheds and he doesn't stop.
I don't know if it's still free, but Grizzly Man used to be on YouTube for free
Okay.
with ads.
I might look into it. Bears are just so scary to me. Ever since I learned that they can run 23 miles per hour. Like, and they can also climb trees faster than you. So, like, if you're getting chased by a bear, you're just plain fucked.
like-
They can like bust through the garage.
For
right?
real, yeah, that's scary.
But
fuck.
like, imagine like, yeah, you're scared if a bear chases you, but imagine if you were on the back of a bear. How cool would you feel?
Bro, that's unreal. That's like millennial logic. Yo, Michael Myers. What's up, dog? You're fucking
Yo,
blind as
bro.
shit.
What's up? I wish your movies were better.
Yo, how's that new movie coming out?
How's that new movie?
Yeah, bro.
happening?
October, you hyped or what, bro?
Halloween ends.
Man of many words.
Yo, hey, calm down. Jeez, we don't got so much time.
Are you wearing shorts because it's summer? What happened to the whole getup, bro?
You get swamp ass.
Let's see. Brandon said, "Oh yeah, maybe give the fake audio." So wait, what? Oh yeah, maybe give the fake audio so no warped-minded psycho doesn't hear the real stuff and get ideas. Okay. And then Brandon said, "Show aggression to black bears and they'll run, especially if you're big. Stay calm with grizzlies." Lamau, hey, it's Mikey. Let's go. Let's go, Elijah. He's got a bunch of dog hair on him.
Yeah, Grizzly Man's a good Werner Herzog movie to start with. It's like it's like easy.
Okay.
I like the one about the dwarfs.
My favorite is Werner Herzog eats a shoe.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah, that's the name of the movie.
He eats a shoe, bro.
Is it like what's the whole what happened? How long?
So
16 minutes.
yeah,
He eats
That
that.
sounds about right.
it was
Eat a
because
shoe.
he made a deal with, is it Wim Wenders?
I think so.
Vim Vendors.
Wim Wenders. He made a deal that if he finished his movie, that he would eat the shoe, and then he finished the movie, so he ate the shoe.
It's cool. That sounds like a good movie.
There was a whole press conference.
What kind of shoe was it?
Like a old fashioned like kind of like boot.
like
leather?
Like
Yeah.
a leather boot.
That's the kind you would want to eat, though.
Did
you
he
know?
cook it?
Yeah. On
He cooked it?
stage. Right?
I
he
don't
cook
know
it?
if
I
he
thought
c-
they
I
took
don't
it out of
remember.
the like a boiling pot of water or some shit.
Sounds delicious. You ever see like cartoon characters eating shoes and they're like, I was like, that looks tasty, bro.
No, but I seen Werner Herzog eat a shoe.
Yeah.
That looks pretty tasty.
For real?
I mean, he ate it. He ate it like a champ.
No, yeah, for real, it's crazy. He doesn't even like gag or like it's not like Fear Factor where we're like, oh, you know. And Joe Rogan's like, come on, you just gotta just chug this donkey semen, please.
The dad of like the kid that gets raped in Happiness looks like Joe Rogan. Kind of.
He's in the Spider-Man
yeah,
trilogy.
he's-
That's
he's,
Dr. Connors.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't got an arm.
Oh yeah.
That's the lizard right
oh
there.
yeah, he is. Wow, I totally forgot that guy.
Yeah, Sam Raimi saw
What else-
Happiness
what else
and
is
put
he
him
in?
there. Just 4 movies.
No way, for real.
All Spider-Man movies and Happiness.
That's fucked up.
Nah, he's in other movies.
He's like after Happy Night, after
Yeah,
Happy,
yeah.
he's like I need to
Thoughts.
change.
What else have you watched?
Man.
Ugh.
Oh, I saw Thor.
The first one.
No,
No, the
Oh,
new
the
one.
new one.
Love
Is
and
it good?
Thunder.
It was alright. Honestly, you know, I hadn't seen a Marvel movie in like a long time, and so I had an alright time. Like, I like the Taika Waititi directed Thor movies, and you know they're kind of fun. It's not the best movie, but I wasn't expecting the best movie. And then I started watching. I'm like halfway through the first episode of Midnight Mass. My friend recommended me to watch it. Shout out to Angel. So
Shout out.
you know,
Mm.
try to watch that. And then
Weren't you watching the Richard Linklater thing?
yeah, I watched this documentary about like the life and career of Richard Linklater, and it was awesome. It was amazing. It was just a great, just like kind of went film by film, and he talks about the experience of making the film and where he was headspace wise. He talks about just like growing up, you know, he wanted to be a baseball player and a writer, and he got injured, and then he ended up just like going to the library and just like thinking, and then he got a job, and anytime he wasn't at the job, he went to the movies, and by the end of that summer, he decided to be a filmmaker. And then he created his own little community, and then they decided to just make films, and he had his own kind of way and style, and he built and designed his own house, and he's just, you know, he's a cool guy. So that was a really cool documentary. And then I've just been watching a lot of like featurettes on the Criterion channel. I watched this one from about Raging Bull. Then I watched this one. It was just what's his name? John Cassavetes talking about his like philosophy on acting. So
Sick as fuck.
what's up?
Nah, I just said sick as fuck.
No, yeah,
It's
it
a
was
good
really
one.
cool. Like he just yeah, he talks about how like, you know, he just like lie, cheat, or steal, just do anything for the film. But on top of that, his whole theory is like, as a director for actors, is to actually be the least important person on set. Like everyone is kind of doing their thing, and he's just kind of there. And even if someone asks him a question, he doesn't actually answer. He wants you to make the answer, and he really trusts his actors. Like Elijah and I were talking about that. And really, if anything, it's more about just like providing, you know, the appropriate scenario or situation for a rich scene to develop from, right? Because, you know, like his whole style is like, you know, no script or nothing like that. Kind of just got actors. They really work on their character, and then you know, kind of just improv and do their shit. So that was pretty cool. And then, yeah, the Raging Bull one was cool too, because like it just kind of, you know, talked about like in the larger picture of it, you know, at that time, Scorsese, you know, he was in the hospital for a cocaine overdose.
Yeah.
And Robert De Niro came to him in the hospital and said, "This is gonna be our next movie. I want us to do this, Raging Bull." And it was Raging Bull, you know. And so it's like there's a lot in that movie that, in a sense, it's like, you know, movie's a lot, you know. It's a great film. It's the boxing film. You know, it's just, it's a film.
He can I say something about Raging Bull?
Yeah, I'm done. I didn't see anything else.
He fucking gave him the book in the hospital. Said, "This is the fucking movie we're making after this," and they were like, "All right." And fucking there's a scene. Have you guys seen Raging Bull? There's a shot where there's just a shot where he goes from the dressing room to the boxing ring, and they did a steady cam shot, and they did it once, and then Scorsese was like, "Who the fuck did that?" And the dude was like, "I did that, the steady cam operator," and he was like, well, whoever did that's fucking fired. And they were like, "Why?" And he's like, "Oh, 'cause it looked too much like Rocky." That was his big thing, that he didn't want to make Rocky again. Like he didn't want to make another boxing movie, because Rocky was the boxing movie until he made Raging Bull,
which is the boxing film.
But what's fucked up was that it was just, I think it was like the same camera operator as Rocky. So he was like, I'm just
doing my thing.
I just did the thing you hired me for. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Raging Bull.
That's an interesting story.
Where's Raging Bull for you guys with Scorsese?
Top 3.
It's pretty damn good. I need to see more of his movies, but that was pretty damn good.
I feel like it's his best,
In
in my opinion.
Huh.
What about you?
Probably Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, and The Wolf of Wall Street.
You would say that. I went home.
You and everyone else.
Bro,
I don't think they'd put The Wolf of Wall Street in there.
people, I don't know. I remember.
Taxi Driver and Goodfellas, like that's a
Yeah.
good like, film, bro. But
Fucking Johnny would say fucking, what's that one? Silence?
Silence.
Silence.
is
Johnny
really good.
fucking loves
I
that
really
movie,
like
bro.
It's a good movie.
It was good. It was good.
Hugo's really good.
Hugo's alright.
I haven't seen Hugo since
wrong
like
with
middle
Hugo?
school.
Yeah, I saw that shit in the theaters.
There's like nothing wrong with it. It's just Hugo, you know? It's like Hugo's always going to be there and he'll never leave. It's just Hugo, though.
Have you seen After Hours?
Yeah, that's my favorite Scorsese movie.
That's your favorite Scorsese
my personal
movie?
favorite. It's
What's-
one of my favorite movies.
What's that one about?
I need to see
It's about After Hours.
Like After Hours.
Of
What
like
comes
a
after?
genre.
What comes after hours?
New York After
A
Hours.
movie.
I thought it was a city that never
Cheech and
sleeps.
Chong's in it.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro,
that's
they're in
dope.
New York. And
I just
it's
gotta take a
like-
phone call. I'll be right back.
I for sure.
You're good.
I didn't.
They're oh,
Oh man.
I've wanted to see The Last Temptation of Christ for a while.
that's
What's
a
that?
it's a good one.
I'm just recording.
Brandon said Hugo was based.
What does that mean?
I remember based.
Yeah.
You don't know
Like
what
a-
based means?
Like a turkey?
No, based. Like it was based.
Like does that mean it's like good?
based.
What does that
Wait,
mean?
I'm confused
Just-
on the meaning of based.
Oh, you
Yeah,
don't know?
bro,
Okay,
just
okay. I can
fucking-
tell you. I can tell you. So
Yeah.
basically, it's more misogynistic than it is like saying that's cool. You could say it for like anything, but like for the most part, people say it for like, oh man, let me think.
Like is Donald
It's
Trump
for like
based?
strong opinions.
Yeah, no, it's like it's sort of just like some shit, like some Chad shit. It's like a girl comes over to you and she's all like, I think you're so hot, I want to go on a date with you, and you're all like, no. It's kind of like that. That's a really shitty example, but it's basically like that.
Wait, okay,
How's
okay,
Hugo
okay.
based?
Huh?
So wait.
I don't know. I think Brandon's just kind of. I don't know.
Hugo based?
He's kind of laughing emote.
Wait, I have a question then. So okay, so like, in your opinion,
Mm-hmm.
what's a movie that you like? Name a movie you like. Any movie.
I'm gonna pick a decent one.
Frownland.
Okay, yeah, I'll go. With that, man.
Oh, it's like
Is Frownland based? Like use the word in a sentence.
Frownland's kind of based.
What the fuck does that mean?
Frownland's not quite based. It's like it's kind of based, but not quite.
Because there are parts in Frownland.
The part.
where, like,
You haven't
he
seen
makes
Frownland
himself-
yet.
when
no,
he
no, 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 he hasn't seen it yet.
Oh.
Oh, why would you choose that
Do a
movie? You haven't
movie
even
we've
seen it.
Because I know you
Do-
like it.
I know. I really like it, but like,
Okay,
there's
Good
one
Time.
scene.
Okay, is
Good.
happiness.
Okay, Good Time. All right, Good Time. Spoiler for Good Time. Spoiler. Brandon, I know you haven't watched Good Time. You should definitely.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck
Good
out.
Time's a
Brandon.
good movie, Brandon. You should definitely watch Good Time. Like, it's defining
I love
current
you,
cinema.
Brandon. You're great in the
Modern
comments.
cinema.
Just close your ears.
Just, I'll type in the chat when
Or
the spoiler's
do a
over.
movie that he's, or do
You
like
don't
The
know-
Lighthouse.
You like The Lighthouse?
Isn't like super based.
Well, like it doesn't matter if it's based or not. Just like
okay.
tell me.
So Good Time. All right. So the scene where he
He's
abandons
seen Good Time.
he has. Oh, you have seen Good. Oh, okay, good. All right, sweet. You guys were talking about it. I had to. Sweet. All right,
Oh,
fuck yeah.
yeah.
So the
Yeah.
scene in Good Time where he abandons like the 16-year-old so that he can escape. That's based.
Oh, so it's just like anything that's
So it
kind of like
refers to
badass.
females?
Yeah.
But like more like misogynistic.
Yeah, it's like
badass.
anything badass, slightly aimed towards females. You can use it without female, like
So
uh,
wait. So then how is Hugo based?
I don't know. That was on brand. I mean, sometimes sometimes people just say it when it's like, oh, that's cool. Like Anthony's based, you know. And like
you already
Anthony's not misogynistic, but he's still cool.
Is X based?
X is based as fuck.
Is Smothers
X.
based?
Smothers is pretty based, but X is like really based.
Is this a based?
This is pretty based. Yeah, I pretty much everybody, all the main characters in Smothers are pretty based.
Would that one character that didn't like end up in the film be based?
Gay Satan?
No, the
He-
other one.
Oh, Fry.
Yeah,
He's
Fry.
based as fuck. Yeah,
Okay. Gay Satan?
Gay Satan's not as based.
Because he's
He
white.
has moments where he can be based, but like
Was Jesus based?
Is Willem Dafoe as Jesus based? Did you know Willem Dafoe supposedly got a big dick?
Yeah,
According
I've
to
heard
Haven't
about
you
that.
seen
Weird.
Antichrist?
No, but like
Yeah.
no, supposedly in Antichrist, that dude literally they had to get another dude because his dick was too big for the camera.
Yeah.
So it's a body
No,
double.
Lars von Trier kind of shits on it though. He says like your dick was like too big and like weird looking.
It looks like Willem Dafoe.
Lars von Trier's kind of based.
Lars von Trier would be based as
Bro,
fuck.
Lars von Trier's got what did he get diagnosed with?
He's
Like
depression.
depression?
No. He just got like cerebral palsy or some shit.
Oh,
like
what the
that.
fuck?
Oh shit!
It just came out like 2 weeks ago or something
Actually?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like when he said that shit about like Hitler and the Nazis?
I mean,
Is that
pretty
based?
that's a very like. It's like a very like honest and strong opinion from him.
That's not based.
He's speaking from the heart.
I mean, technically, some people on the internet would say that's based as fuck.
Also, Lars von Trier has Parkinson's, not cerebral
Oh,
palsy.
that's dope.
Damn.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That makes sense.
Is Nickelmaniac based?
Brandon said Jesus was
What
based as fuck.
Jesus
Because
is
he's
based.
Does Brandon still go to church?
Bro,
I don't know. I haven't
Dude,
been going to
did you,
church in a minute.
my
I don't know
grandma,
if he has.
my grandma hates Catholics. Cause she's
That's
like,
based.
yeah, no, it is. She fucking ranted to Jalen about it. She was like, "Bro, the Virgin Mary's not even a virgin.
Whoa.
It's in the Bible. She had Jesus, and then she like fucked and had a bunch of other kids.
Whoa.
Yeah, he has a whole bunch of siblings.
Damn.
But they ain't Jesus though.
No. It's like a bunch of sequels that are
It's
shittier
like-
than the first one.
It's like that one clip where the dude tried to bring like McDonald's to his like kid, but then he didn't bring McDonald's for all the other like brothers
Mhm.
that weren't his kids. Jesus was like the kid that got McDonald's, and the other kids didn't get.
Yeah, but in
McDonald's.
the form of being fucking crucified.
But like being like God though. Think about that.
Yeah. So, speaking of what? Ooh.
What?
Music guy I work with, he has an artist coming in the studio tomorrow who's signed to Rick Ross's label, so it's gonna
Oh,
be pretty exciting. He
shit.
invited me to come to the studio and chop it up. It's gonna be good.
All right, Anthony. Don't fuck up.
think he's based.
Nah, how could I, man?
just because he seems kind of like a pussy.
Wait, who?
Blah, blah, blah. So
Just
Wait,
turn the mics off.
Elijah.
Everybody turn their mics off.
Turn their mics off.
No, turn it off. Turn it off,
Oh.
man.
that's
Bro,
been settled.
That's
Okay.
that's a good question.
That is a good question, Elijah.
That was crazy. To all the
Actually.
listeners out there, that was crazy.
Bro, if you weren't here, where were you?
Oh shit.
Brandon
Brandon said he's agnostic now. Good for you.
That's cool.
And then Waffen Cedar. Yo, what the fuck's
Waffen
up,
Cedar!
Waffen Cedar?
Waffen Cedar.
Cedar.
He said y'all should
Is
watch
Waffen
Passion of the
Cedar
Christ.
based?
Waffen Cedar's based
I've
as fuck,
seen it.
bro. Are you kidding me? Yeah, he's based as shit.
Y'all should watch Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. I would like
Oh,
to watch
wait.
that. Mikey really likes that
Jalen
movie.
said that she was forced to see it every year as a child on Easter.
Oh.
How did that make her feel?
She said, "Fuck that movie." And the chat does not.
She says that she wants to buy it just to like hurt it.
Every Easter?
Every
Easter.
Easter.
Nah, fuck you.
Waffen Cedar said, "Nah, fuck you." Like in terms of you being basically Kino movie. He said, "Fuck you" to to
Jesus
Waffen
skin.
or to Jalen. I remember the midget demon with the fuck Jesus skin.
What's going on?
I don't know.
I
There's
think-
some heat.
I think Passion of the Christ is really good when you're not religiously like tied to watch it.
Mm.
But when you are, it sucks ass. But when you're not, it's just funny as fuck.
Yeah, I need to watch that. He said double
It's
feature
funny?
Passion with the Patriot.
It's like fun. The movie's funny, bro. Like when the fucking demon dude's in the movie, like I don't. Is it
think I've
just the
seen
devil?
I think it's supposed to be the devil.
Yeah, he's just like all black, right?
Is it like it's like really like a blue? He's like
what
bluish.
the fuck?
Yeah, he's
like
like
kinda
bluish.
blue.
Yeah, bro, that dude's funny as fuck. He looks like a Smurf.
And then Jalen said 6-year-old me watching that shit being told this is the way to salvation.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds like ass.
that's traumatizing.
Oh,
Last
you know
Temptation of Christ.
you know what
is
movie I
good.
finally got to watch recently?
Mm.
Everything all at once, everywhere all at
yeah,
once.
What did you think of that?
It was okay.
Was that based?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a I
That
I
was
think that's like a hot take to some people, but like it was okay
Hot take on the internet.
for sure. I don't know. Everybody was like hyping it up, and I'm like watching. I'm like, there's some interesting ideas. But, like some,
Man, but see, you're coming to it with all that hype in your head.
for real, a little
Yeah.
bit. But like, I think one thing I realized like while watching something I've just been thinking about in general was like, I can just tell like that millennials made it.
Yeah,
And there's
that's what I
something
was gonna say.
like you can really tell. And then like, I don't know. I just don't appreciate like the attitude of it. like that's what I've been paying attention to more so in movies is like, what's the attitude of the people making this? And it's not like it's a terrible movie or anything. It's just not something necessarily like I can fully appreciate where the filmmakers were coming from.
It was very impressive.
I think
that's,
some of
like,
the
what
stuff they
gets,
did
like,
was
a lot of
impressive,
people
yeah.
with it, like-
But like people were saying it was like the new Matrix. I'm like, get the fuck out of
It
here.
kind of was
Get the
though.
fuck
It's
outta
still
here.
in theaters.
Is it? Yeah, I think it is.
It did really well. Like, yeah, it seemed like just word of mouth. People,
Mm-hmm.
we all saw it. You know, like, yeah.
Mhm.
How often can you say that about a movie?
You had to see
Mhm.
it, kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It felt
But-
like a millennial
but-
movie. Sorry. Go
That's
ahead.
okay.
Nah, that's all I had to say. It just felt like a millennial made it. Like
It-
Safdie brothers don't feel like millennials. Like when I watch their movies.
Yeah.
It's worth like a rewatch, I would say, but like after I saw it, I honestly didn't like think about it a whole lot.
One thing I was thinking about when they showed like the bagel thing, I was like,
That was
death's a bagel.
Life's a
Life's
bagel.
I was like,
Life's a bagel.
Death's a bagel.
I like. What do you think of when like they're rocks talking to each other?
That part was kind of funny.
I like the butt plug.
The
I like
butt-
Oh, that part was
Right.
funny. That part was funny.
I,
It had some good moments, but like,
Jamie Lee Curtis, the hot dog fingers.
yeah.
I like Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, yeah, that's funny.
See, I like the funny thing about those things though. It's like it would have been like maybe one thing if it just was like a one-off thing, but all the things they kept on revisiting, and you kind of like
Mhm.
continue with the stories. Like I found that part pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
But there are things too, like people call it the new Matrix. It's just like feel like certain things. It's just like it's a little too on the nose with the reference. Like whatever like the main universe is. Like they're in the van,
Mm-hmm.
plugging it in, on the
Mhm.
computer and all that shit while
Yeah.
they're trying to figure out who the one is and all that.
Mhm.
Mm.
Even the Wong Kar-wai references,
I-
they're like, it's just all
Yeah.
the references are just very, very like in your face about it. You know, what I
Wasn't
mean?
it just like the Chungking Express stuff?
It just looked.
Well,
it was just.
it's
It
all
looked
of his
exactly
movies.
like
Yeah.
like a Wong Kar-wai film. Like, but
Mm.
for why? Like,
Just like the
For what?
fucking really low shutter speed and shit.
Yeah.
Just like even the colors, just like that green and really
Mhm.
like dark blacks.
they're wearing these nice suits and all that
Yeah.
shit.
It was. I don't know. It was what.
Jalen said it was good, but it felt like a long corridor digital video. That's exactly how it felt, bro. Like a YouTube
fucking,
shit.
Literally, a lot of it felt like internet. Like it felt like a movie I would have saw like as a kid, like on YouTube, like a short film.
Yeah.
Especially when like it's in the future and they're in the van.
Yeah,
When it
that
shows
felt like
them-
YouTube. That
Bro,
felt like a
when it-
fucking Freddie Wong video or something.
When when it was shot outside, it felt like video game high school. Like it felt like a pretty long fucking film.
A little bit,
like,
yeah.
like, cause like I don't know why those parts just look so like cheap in a way. I don't know why. Like, I don't know.
It just
I don't
Could
has-
you
know.
pull that up? What he's talking about?
like
Would it be on YouTube?
Freddie Wong, like Video Game High
you don't know
School?
what Freddie Wong is?
It's like
I never watched.
You
it.
never watched Video Game High
Oh.
School?
Yeah, you were a baseball kid. I forgot.
Mhm.
What was Video Game High School?
it was a dream come true.
It was the best fucking thing
Bro,
I ever
the
saw.
first
For real,
episode,
it blew
the
my
first
mind.
episode was so sick.
Bro, it made me believe.
It was based. The first season was pretty based.
The other
Watch.
2 seasons aren't that.
Yeah.
good.
YouTube.
I still watched all of the seasons.
Bro, it was so.
Let me see. Oh, they're saying a bunch of
good.
shit. All right. Waffle Theater said.
I
oh,
did
wait.
hear about that.
Waffle Theater said y'all should watch Sling Blade 2 Lamau.
Sling
Blade.
Blade. I've seen Sling Blade.
Bro,
It's
me
got-
too. I made a trailer.
You did?
Yeah, I made a trailer for
And-
Sling Blade.
In editing.
It's in.
Yeah.
Jim Jarmusch's in it. He plays the
Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, Ice Cream Man. He's like, we got fries. He's like, can I have some fries? All right. Anything else? No. All right.
Nope.
I still want to watch that movie. I have it on the list.
I feel like Sling Blade is like, I don't know, like the G-rated version of like the dad and Johnny's relationship in Happiness. Like he just befriends the
G-version.
child.
That's
I
funny.
mean, it kind of just reminded me like the better version of Forrest Gump. That's it.
Oh shit. Oh, it wasn't Jalen that said that. It was Jeffrey Simpkins.
Oh, Jeffrey.
My
yeah.
bad.
Jeffrey.
Fucking
Yo,
sorry.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's the one like David Bowie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Holy shit, 7 viewers for a second.
Oh shit.
Brandon said, let's go YouTube
Nice.
watch party. I wouldn't mind doing that one day. Officer said Rocket Jump was a great channel. It was. I went back to their shorts like a few weeks ago. Their shorts are fucking fire. Like that was back when millennials were young and shit. Like they were like that humor when they were young was actually like pretty funny.
Supposedly Freddie Wong's making a movie, like a feature length movie.
Finally.
No, I think he's been making it. I just think it's had a lot of like production pullbacks.
He's like one millennial from YouTube that I'm pretty interested in seeing like if he were to actually make something, because he's been off the grid for a long time.
He was legitimate. He worked with like Key and Peele and shit. He worked like actual actors and shit. Anyway, anything else in the chat?
Yeah, there's still some stuff. Jeffrey said there was only like 5 VFX artists for the movie. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Yeah. Then Jan said, yeah, it's cool as shit. There's a ton of them all in the movie for like one frame on Zoom call editing the film. And then Waftier said, ain't got not gas in it. Is that a reference to a Rocket Jump video? And Brandon said 7 viewers. Damn, there's 7 viewers right now. What up, dogs?
I watched The Worst Person in the World.
Oh yeah.
How was that?
I didn't like it. And speaking of millennial movies, that felt like a millennial movie as fuck. Like it felt like I guessed it. Like I was watching on a call with like Jalen, like a bunch of other people.
Kane?
No, not Kane. Like a bunch of like film kids from high school.
TFTI.
The what?
Thanks for the info.
Oh.
For the invite.
Oh.
I'm sorry, bro. But I don't know if you would have. We just shit on it the whole time. Like we took it seriously for like an hour, but then after that hour, it was like over. Like we took a break for a second. We're like, none of us like this fucking movie right now. It felt, because I guessed it. I felt like a 49-year-old made this, and then we searched it up. It was like he's 49 years old.
Wow,
like
right on the money, huh?
Bro, it felt so like, I don't know. It felt like an old person movie. Like it felt like, even with the music and shit, like there was a part when this dude had to go on like TV and had to like tell people like why like his comics were like worthwhile. Does that make sense? Because they were like really misogynistic like early on. And no, it just felt like a movie where the director really hated women. It just felt like, I don't know. I didn't like that. Did it win the Palme d'Or or did it just get nominated?
Was it based?
Jeffrey,
it was
real quick. Jeffrey just said, gotta go. About to watch Midsommar for the first time.
Oh, God.
Jalen said, dog shit movie.
God rest your soul.
Brandon said, enjoy. Then Jalen said, movie had clanky ass 80s music. I think the one that you're talking about. Then Jeffrey said, wish me luck. Oh my God, bro, they're just coming in. Waftier said, what the fuck? I love hating women. I should watch that movie. Then Brandon sent some emojis, and Jalen said, movie was like, duh, I hate females. Buzz, we live in society. It's pretty based.
It felt like Joker for wait, where the fuck's he from? Finland, Sweden,
Denmark.
Whatever. Finnish. Wait, I don't know what the fuck they speak. Whatever language they speak doesn't sound like a language. It sounds like made up as fuck. They say words like "goo goo gaga."
Have a good night, Jeffrey.
Good night,
later, Jeffrey.
Criticism,
bro. Midsummer, bro. God rest your soul, bro. I watched that. I watched Nope twice, and I watched Ocean's 11 again. Ocean's 11's so fucking good. Like to this day, it's like, bro, what, you don't like Ocean's 11?
No, it's just I'm glad that you like it.
Bro, it's so badass though.
I like it too.
Brandon said, y'all seen Leon the Professional? I think we should get started talking. We're like, it's like 12:30.
Yeah.
It's 12:30.
Jalen's got a problem
almost
with that
12:30. Waftier said pedo movie. It is a pedo movie.
Bro, did you know in the original script, in Leon the Professional, I think he's supposed to have sex with her or some shit like that, like actually.
I wonder why they cut that out.
I wonder.
Well,
I think we should just go right into happiness.
Happiness?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of pedophiles.
Are we going?
I think I saw this movie in 2020.
Okay.
And I forget why exactly I saw it, but I'd probably heard like online or something that it was like a fucked up movie or something along those lines. So I watched it, and yeah, it's definitely bizarre. The guy who like wrote and directed it, Todd Solondz, he's made like probably like 10 movies or so.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it one time. One of his movies, Wiener Dog.
Yeah, Wiener Dog.
He did Wiener Dog in like 2015. I think he teaches at like teaches in a film program somewhere like back east. But I think this is like his movie that's like probably his most like cult classic one or like iconic one.
I think it's I think a lot of indie girls really like his first movie, the one before this
Welcome
movie.
to Dollhouse.
Welcome to Dollhouse. They love that fucking movie.
I haven't seen it.
He did that movie.
I bought it from Goodwill for $1. I have to see it now.
Do people talk about it a lot?
People.
Or what's like the vibe around that one?
It's like an edits movie. People make like edits to it.
Isn't it like a bullying movie?
It's like a bullying movie,
I
but
kinda
it's
know what
like,
you're talking about.
yeah, it's like he's like, I'm gonna rape you now. Yeah, that's it.
That's crazy. I didn't know there was a
That's
same
a line.
guy.
That's an actual line.
There's
Like,
some great lines in this movie.
Mhm.
But I wanted you guys to see it. What was your experience with it, Elwood? You'd seen it before?
I'd seen it before. I think I told Anthony and Norby this. I saw it because I saw a clip online out of context, and it's the part near the end when he's like, "Oh, Jalen, by the way, get the fuck out, get the fuck." She didn't see happiness.
Later, Jalen.
Near the end, when he's like, would you fuck me? No, just masturbate.
Just
I-
jerk off.
Yeah,
Just jerk off. I saw that clip online without context, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I found it. I rented it from the library because they had it, and I watched it, and it made me feel sick, but I really thought it was funny. And then rewatching it, this movie's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
bro.
like the first time I watched it, it was kind of like there's parts that do like gross you out. But after like knowing like kind of like I guess when to expect that and just knowing like the movie's about that, rewatching it this time was just really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was definitely like I viewed it as like a comedy. What was it like for you guys?
It was pretty funny. I mean, it was like I like I don't know. The second the movie started, Kate was talking to I think to you about you and I think you about it. Just like the opening scene is so strong. Like just like that the opening moment is just like the tone is so like you don't know quite what's happening. It's like they're talking so weird, like they're about to cry, and like you don't know what's going on. You obviously you get it like 2 minutes in, like that they're breaking up, but it's just like I don't know. That reminded me of like Frownland, where it's like the tone at the beginning is just like where are we? You know,
But
I really like
training you how to watch the movie.
that. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
There's like a lot of scenes where it's just like a person alone or just someone talking to someone else, and there's like no music around it. It's like very silent, and you kind of like just sit with them for a while.
And I like the way that the dialogue is written and delivered by like a lot of the actors. Like it's very just, I don't know, like it reminds me of just like a 90s movie where like there's something about 90s movies where a lot of people just like were really wordy with it, but like not in a way that felt super fatty. I mean, there's like a superficial element to it, but it still felt like what they were saying was, I don't know, very social.
It felt naturally awkward,
Mm-hmm.
like naturally clunky awkward. Where it's like someone would say this, but it's like you wouldn't say it now though.
No.
I hadn't seen this movie before, but it'd been on my watch list like for at least 5 or 6 years. Like I've been wanting to see this movie since high school, and I just never got around to seeing it.
Mhm.
So it was nice to finally see it. And yeah, I really like this movie. I feel like what's really interesting about it too is just or what I found interesting about it was the sort of like connection. You know, it's a lot of characters and kind of all kind of doing their own thing, but it's just interesting that they're all kind of related to each other, kind of
Mhm.
cross paths and all that. It seems like it's something he's interested in doing in a lot of his films.
It's a really cool script because like he lays out like all these different. It just feels like so fleshed out for how many different characters there are because there's the 3 sisters,
Mm-hmm.
then there's like Philip Seymour Hoffman, the husband, and then there's obviously the dude at the beginning. There's the neighbor.
There's the mom, the dad,
The mom and the dad, and
the
then
girl that's trying to fuck the dad.
that lady. So there's probably there's roughly like 10 characters or so that get like pretty like well developed, and it's like their stories just go into like the most like extreme directions, but it seems like they flow there so well.
You know, it reminded me a little bit of just how big the story was, like, and how the characters, a little bit of Magnolia.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the better version of Magnolia.
Kind of like I would say it's like more entertaining.
It's definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I really appreciate the different tones it goes for in this movie. Like, it's definitely a lot edgier than Magnolia is.
It's funny.
Like, a lot edgier.
I like at the beginning, he like she says to him, he's like asking her like, what's wrong? And she's like, it's not me, it's you.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna give her the gift, and like she's getting ready to like accept it, and he just takes it back from her.
He's like, no, this is for the girl
And
that
then he's
loves
like,
me.
You're
for who I
shit,
am.
and I'm champagne.
That line is so good. I like how it goes like from like that awkward like sadness to like he's just like the incel rage just like slowly just comes out. He was pretty based. That was based as fuck. Like legit, that's based as fuck.
He tells her how good it is. He's like, there's
24
like
karat
on the
plated.
back of it.
He puts his name. He puts her name on it.
Oh.
But then she's like, she just broke up with him, and now she's gonna take this gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, she's about to say, I love it.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna cherish
And
this.
the look on
As
her
a
face when he
token.
takes it away, it's just like, oh.
Bro, that's based as fuck.
Jalen said, real quick, Owen, I mute and just stare blankly at y'all now. Text me, Owen, when it gets to All About My Mother, please.
Oh yeah, she's only seen All About My Mother from all these movies.
Okay.
Everyone too in the movie is like socially like. It's like socially awkward, but it's like they're all like rude to each other, sort of.
Mhm.
And I think that's like one thing where you watch it for the first time, where it like catches you off guard, like how like passive aggressive they are to each other.
Mhm.
Like the sisters all are like super shitty to each other,
It's toxic.
and they all like hide behind it. But like the sister who sells the books, she's like super demeaning to the other ones.
Mhm.
Then the one girl who's like the suburban housewife, there's a part where she tells, I think her name's Trish, like, we all thought you were going to be a failure.
Yeah.
But she makes it seem like something where it was like okay to tell her that kind of.
Yeah, she's like, now that you're 30, you know, you're
we can let you in on it.
Yeah.
I always felt like stuff like that is just like, or in the movie, this movie specifically, it's like almost like an over exaggerated version of like how Gen Xers like view life. Like, in all movies I've seen about Gen X, like they don't really give a shit about like how toxic something is for the most part. They're very just like straightforward with what they're thinking.
It was funny too in that one scene when the little sister starts crying, but she thinks it's because like the son came in and scared. She's like, oh, I'm sure he didn't mean anything. It's just like in terms of like a misunderstanding of everything. And in terms of what Norby was saying, like that's how it feels. Like I feel like Gen X this felt misunderstood. You know what I mean?
I was there's a very specific type of movie in the 90s that fits in this movie fits in that category where it's like kind of the Friends movie. It's like a lot of like just like older people. Well,
Yeah.
I describe it like Friends, like the TV show Friends.
Yeah.
Like have you heard of a movie called like In the Company of Men or Your Friends and Neighbors? Do you know the movie with Nicolas Cage where he's like the bees?
the Wicker Man?
Isn't that the Wicker Man?
Yeah, the Wicker Man reboot. The guy who made that made a bunch of these kinds of movies where it's just like kind of fucked up, like just like Friends movies, like hanging out like in New York or like some sort of like, I don't know, I guess suburb of New York or some shit. This movie was like, if that guy watched a lot of like, what the fuck's his name? Dude with the little pedo mustache. Pink Flamingos.
John Waters.
John Waters. This feels like a very it feels like a modern version of a John Waters movie. Like it feels like as if he didn't take like the gross aspect of it in terms of like visual, but just made it like a lot of just like talking.
Yeah, you never really see any like, well, you see like the cum shots.
Two. You see two specifically.
But
And the
like,
dog.
Which one was better?
the last one.
Because the
last
dog.
one's
was
the
a
icing
kid?
on the cake.
Oh, and then the fucking dog looks at the mom's face.
Yeah.
And then the kid comes out in front of everyone, and he's like, I came.
I like how that's the last line of the movie.
But it holds on his face too after he says it. He just kind of just looks. You know?
Yeah.
He's the last shot of the movie.
For real. What's the first shot of the movie?
The first shot is just like her
The
face.
dinner scene.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Just a straight cut to her.
And then real quick, Waffenseeder said, looking forward to an in-depth analysis about the lactation scene from Visitor Q. He's seen Visitor Q, bro. That's sick.
That was a great scene.
That was a great scene.
It was a wholesome scene.
That really turned the whole movie for me.
And that, I guess, to talk about like that with Visitor Q really fast, like like Happiness and Visitor Q would probably I could see them being on like a Watch Mojo list for top 10 like fucked up movies.
Mhm.
It feels like a double feature.
Yeah, like they do kind of go together, and it is interesting just like in a way how much differently they show the fucked up shit. And like Visitor Q, like you see it, you're not imagining it, you're
Mhm.
like witnessing it. But in like Happiness, it's more
Mhm.
like it's really just like through dialogue and like their behavior.
Yeah. And also, you can't like show for realsies. Like,
I didn't
What
think you
the
could fucking
concept.
show that for real though. Like
I mean, that's like legal. Like,
no, what the
in
first
Happiness,
scene?
you get arrested for doing that for realsies.
I wanted
It's
to. No, go ahead.
No, it's interesting too that like they got the child actors to like say
Yeah, that's
the son to
Yeah.
say that stuff.
I was
That-
gonna ask, how do you get, like, is that legal? Like,
The kids.
like, is it legal to like put them in this and then like have them know that like, oh, in this movie you're being like sexually assaulted?
I think they like have I think they have someone else they're reading to. Because if you notice too, a lot of the shots between
Yeah.
Dylan Baker and his son are like shot reverse shot. And there
Mhm.
are parts where the son is saying like obscene words, but I think he's reading like to something else. Which in a way is like an interesting like thing you would have to deal with when shooting, because like however old the kid is, you can't really have them like it's like with Stanley Kubrick and The Shining.
Mhm.
I've heard like he just like had to talk to him differently than like he might have to talk to like Shelley Duvall or like Jack Nicholson. Like
fucking beat Shelley.
you almost have to write like a separate script for them that isn't like related to the movie, but will give them the effect you want to.
But
get.
isn't that kind of fucked up because the final product really is like they're being like sexually assaulted and shit. So it's like, is that morally kind of fucked up? Because they can't even really consent to that. Like as a child, like their parents have to consent to that.
like for
Well,
It's like their character literally is like the face of a child who is dead ass being like raped.
in like a fictional story though.
But it is but you know what? It's like still though.
It's weird. I understand
mean,
that. Like I
the-
don't know if
the
I would
kids-
like let my kid be in that necessarily. I'm glad like someone else did.
Yeah, no, I'm glad
But-
too. But it's like, how do you tell a kid something like that and like get them to agree to it? You know what I mean?
you're gonna be in a movie.
That is one thing. Like, there's like all these moving parts in this movie, and for like how like fucked up it is, they got a lot of people on like the same page for it.
True.
Consistent like tone in
Mhm.
terms of the performance and jumping from character or scene to scene, which is
Mhm.
really impressive. On top of that, it's just like it's interesting how I don't know. It really is just, or that was another thing to take away from the movie. It was just like, a lot of people say they got like a dark sense of humor. No, you're just fucking annoying. Like really, like no, like I don't know. I hate when people say that shit. Because like really, this is with like a dark sense of humor. Because like really, it's like this shit's fucked up, but it's funny. What did you guys think about the scene when he like his dream sequence when he
shoots
Yeah,
people?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
very,
that was
like,
so fucking.
That was like a
So-
very like pre-Columbine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
So I had watched the movie like when I was 13 in middle school. I used to pull up that scene and show it to people out of context. I just like that part when he gets back and he's like, "How is this different from the other dreams?" And at the end of this one, I don't shoot myself. Oh, do you think that's good? It's a start.
Before Columbine, where they're like,
They're still shooting.
You could do that shit in
Well-
movies, not in real life.
because it came out in like 1998.
Yeah.
That's
what-
just that's weird.
That's one thing I always appreciate about like 90s movies is that like the shooting scenes were so intense.
Yeah.
Especially like nowadays is like, damn, you can't make this
The thing
at
that's
all.
like so crazy about that scene though is that's like how people like when they do go out and do it, that's how they do it.
It was so funny. That scene is so
It
funny.
is kind of funny.
No.
He just like leaves like a blank face.
I like the part where he like there's an old couple and he just shoots like the husband and like not the wife and she's
No,
just crying.
There's
over.
another couple too. It's like the first shot. It's like this like gay couple. They're
Yeah,
walking
they
by,
come through.
and then like only one of them, and the other one's trying to save the guy. It's just
Oh.
it's just a funny detail. You know what I mean?
I really like the way that it reminded me of The Sound of Music when she's in the hills. The sound of
Yeah, a little bit.
The music in this movie is really funny. It's like all happy.
Mhm.
It's like all like major key stuff.
Or like, but it's funny too. Like that, like every time or a lot of times the music cues would come in like when the guy would just like find his next like victim basically.
Oh, they like make it the scene where the Little League scene. They like make it. It's almost like they play music that would be played in a romantic comedy when they're falling in
Yeah.
love.
He like grabs the gate.
But it's the little kid like just being bad at baseball. And
Bro.
then the part where they like go to the bar.
Oh, with the dad.
That scene's
Yeah.
so funny where like the Joe Rogan dad is like saying like, should I get him like some professional help?
Yeah.
like a hooker? And like Dylan Baker's like, I don't know if you should do that. He's like, yeah, it might be too late. And the kid's like 11.
But then the kid comes and he is kind of.
he just kind of shakes his head.
All right, I got two questions. One of them is, do you guys think that they straight up just told the kid like act gay, or do you think that the kid just acted like that? Like he was like you said, like he's a little too, you know.
See, I don't know about you guys, but like I feel like growing up, there were people like that though. Like they were just they were just like that was their natural way of being.
Yeah.
What?
And secondly, is there something about Little League? Like I don't know what about Little League, but like, a spoiler alert for everybody: Mysterious Skin starts off same shit. It's the Little League coach, and it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt as a kid.
I was gonna bring that up too, because Greg Araki actually talks about that in the process of talking to the child actors, and like really they did have to create a whole separate script for them to do to say the lines, but in a completely different context.
Yeah.
So I imagine that was similar to in this movie
You
too.
probably have to have like some sort of like intimacy coordinator, but like for kids.
Yeah, no. When kids are on set, there's like tons and tons of people to make sure
Yeah.
nothing
They,
fucking happens.
yeah,
to
and
those
they
kids.
only work like 4-hour days, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, like there's a lot of restrictions.
It's a risky it's like definitely like a risky movie to make. Like you couldn't
Yeah.
write this in any type of like screenwriting class at UNLV and expect it to get made.
No.
They would just
or
be
even like received
they would be like think you're a
positively.
creep or
Mhm.
something.
They'd probably report you.
That's it.
You'd be on a list of some.
Do you guys
sorts.
know like the history of how this movie got made then, or any of that? Like,
Not a whole lot. There is some stuff online about it, but it's kind of like there's no good DVD of the movie.
No.
It's
Mm.
just like a theatrical trailer
Yeah.
DVD.
Wow.
The fucking DVD I had, it's still like widescreen, like the aspect ratio, but like it's cut off at the ends. Does that make sense?
Mm.
So it's just like really squished. You know
man,
what I'm
I
talking
fucking
about?
hate that shit, man.
Yeah, this movie should have got.
VHS. There's
This
like a
movie needs
VHS
like a
transfer.
Criterion collection.
Yeah.
That is the one thing though. It has a
God.
sequel.
Yeah, the sequel's on Criterion.
and it's the only Todd Solondz movie on Criterion. It's called Life During Wartime.
Based,
And I think it's about like Dylan Baker's character.
yeah, it's named after a Talking Heads song.
Wow.
Oh, have
Yeah.
you
Which
seen
which
it?
one's Dylan Baker?
He's the pedophile.
Mm.
No, I haven't seen it, but like I always wanted to, but I never knew that it was a sequel though until like I watched Happiness. If you search up Happiness movie, it comes up like next to it, like it's in the series, and I was like, what the fuck, a series? I need to see it though.
I'd like to watch it.
Yeah, it's always on Criterion Channel. I just never.
It would be nice if like some of the special features I imagine too some of the special features would talk about Happiness a little bit, just given
Well,
like there's similar characters, same characters.
The Steven Soderbergh movie. He made a movie called King of the Hill, but it's not related to King of the Hill, the animated series.
Came out like 1997, right?
Yeah, and same thing. He also made a movie called Grey's Anatomy, but it had nothing to do with Grey's Anatomy, the TV
It's
show.
spelled differently.
Yeah, it's an A, not an E, or some shit like that, based off Spalding Gray, the comedian.
Oh
No, go ahead.
no, I thought it was gonna be about that book,
What book?
the Grey's Anatomy book.
Oh, I mean, it might be. It's about his eye, like surgery on
I
his
haven't
eye.
seen it. I haven't seen it.
It's cool. The I want to buy the Criterion because on the Criterion it comes with the guy's actual eye surgery, like video, of him getting eye surgery.
I'm good.
But
I'm good.
so he made a
I'll
movie
be
called
up
King
next
of the Hill, and if you bought the
What?
if you bought the Blu-ray DVD version of it, it came with the Blu-ray version of King of the Hill, then the DVD version of King of the Hill, and then a separate DVD that came with his other movie, The Underground, the Beneath. It's a movie he made after, right after Sex Lies and Videotape. So I feel like they could just put Happiness in it. They could just put Happiness on like a 720p DVD, and I'd be a lot happier about it.
720.
720.
This is off topic as fuck. But I really want to watch the rest of the Buddhism trilogy.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that last week, actually.
Because fucking the one movie, what's it called? This Transient Life.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about that movie pretty regularly now.
Really?
I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Man,
I want to watch it again.
So, last week, I went to work out, but I followed this director. He's relatively young. He's like in his 20s still. But he's directed recently some music.
Oh, no! I'm so sorry. I just dropped on my nuts.
Damn, you're drunk,
Ah.
bro.
Fucking little gay.
Fuck.
You gotta have an intervention.
I
do
still
you,
got
man?
a handful of nuts. He might lick the fuck out of them. I'll pick him up. Just keep talking.
Are you sure you want me to get
But so I follow this director, and he's directed video for Kanye and J. Cole recently and all that. It seems like he's getting some accolades and Pusha T, and so he posts on his story sometimes like movie stills and shit like that. And he did one day, and so I just was curious. So I slid into DMs. I just swiped up, and I said, "What movie is that?" I didn't think he'd respond, but he responded. And he told me the movie. It's called The Bride with the White Hair, Gray Hair, whatever it is. And it's like, oh, dang. And so I say, first I said thank you, and I said, congratulations on the recognition and the accolades. And he responds to that too. And it's like, oh, fuck, I'm about to work out. I can't even work out now. I gotta deal with it. I feel like my window is closing. And so I'm like, but what do I say? What do I say? And so I had kind of come to the conclusion, like, all right, I should start it with like some type of hook beyond just trying to try to network or something, and a conversation starter. And so he gave me a movie recommendation. I'm gonna give him one too. And then I was thinking about This Transient Life, because it was an Asian film, and I was thinking about the Buddhist trilogy. I'm like, damn, we gotta finish the Buddhist trilogy. So long story short to that, and I guess to sum it up too. So I ended up recommending Save the Green Planet, and then I just sent him a link to some of our films, and I said, yo, I'm a Las Vegas-based filmmaker. I'd appreciate some feedback. He left me on scene.
Damn.
But it's okay. It's okay. It would have been weird if he did, like, if it actually, like, did something. Like, that would have been crazy. But funny story, man. Because that's the thing, too, is, like, I saw he left me on scene. It's like, oh, it's all right. He's probably watching the film. I'll give him like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? However long the film is.
At least he didn't just like delete the message.
That's true. Like, I was afraid he was gonna like block
undelivered.
me or something. But yeah, we should do the rest of the.
I really
Buddhist
want
trilogy.
to. I'm excited.
Like
Sorry for that.
I was thinking about it in the shower the other day. I never watched it, but I thought about it. I was like, didn't Anthony buy a trilogy of like Asian films? Wonder what happened to that.
I got it.
I just finished my shower.
What's your shower routine, Elwood? You start like bottom up. You start with shampoo. You start face.
Well, I turn on the water.
Oh.
Kind of marinate in it. Body, hair,
Do you like?
go home. What? Do I like what?
I don't know. It's kind of an inappropriate question.
No, go ahead.
No.
No, go ahead. Also, we have to get going on the movies.
Do you spread your ass cheeks in the shower?
Often Siri does waterless showers.
What?
I do water. I miss waffle too. I do waterless shower.
I like when like Philip Seymour Hoffman's doing like those like obscene phone calls, and at the end of them he's like, "I'm gonna make you come out of your ears."
I like the way that he answers the phone. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you.
Bro, I love it too that when he goes to the therapy session, he's just saying some fucked up shit, and you just see the pedophile guy is just going over his grocery list.
Yeah, dude, that scene. Oh man, there was so much stuff at the beginning of the movie specifically that just like won me over. Like the opening scene, that therapy scene happens like pretty early
that's
on.
the next scene.
Yeah, like literally, and then fucking like, it takes a moment. Like it cuts to a shot of him, and it's like maybe like 5 seconds, and you hear the like I need to get this, I need to get that. It's like that's so fucking. It's just so smart.
The
It's
ADR
brilliant.
is really nice. Right
I like
now.
it afterward when he goes to the store and then just gets the kid magazine, not the groceries.
And jacks off to it in the car.
And then
Yo.
as he's like finishing,
The
like,
family,
this family walks into a car right next to him.
I thought it was interesting. I never thought I'd see like a masturbation scene that like vivid. I guess, like it was pretty hardcore.
What about Ken Park?
At least that wasn't to like
Ooh.
little boys.
Yeah, that's
True.
different.
But you were watching a little boy masturbate.
But that's different though, 'cause that's okay.
Oh boy.
As long as the adult's not masturbating in the scenario, then it's fine.
But you're an adult watching it.
What?
You're an adult watching
You're
it.
an
Well,
You're an adult, Elwood.
I was actually a minor when I watched Ken Park.
Oh,
So
okay.
Uh-oh.
So we're the pedophiles.
yeah, you guys are the pedophiles.
You watched
I'm just a
pornography
little-
before you were 18 years old?
No, I was just bisexual.
Did you say you're bisexual?
I was a little bi-curious.
There's a shot that looks a lot like the last shot from Irreversible, where it's like
The spinning one?
yeah, but it doesn't spin, but like it's the ending scene of like the dream he has, where he's like shooting everyone and the camera's
and the
like
camera's like-
overhead.
Oh, yeah.
The sound of
Um,
music.
With the grass. I always remember it was just
Yeah.
so green and
Yeah. I like how he talks to his son about like masturbation in such a I don't know. It's
So
weird.
open.
a little too open.
For real.
I wonder why.
I like how that it's like a reoccurring thing that happens through the movie. Just like the son comes up with like some dumb fucking question, and the dad's a pedophile, so he like goes along with it a little bit too well.
Wait,
Bro, but then sometimes the son really does say some goofy shit like, I'm sure your penis is longer and thicker than any of ours.
Then Ronald Farber's.
Yeah. And then it just cuts to the wide of like this. The dad just taps the son on the shoulder.
There's one part where he says, "You'll come one day."
You'll come one day.
I like he's like making the sandwich for Johnny, or like he doesn't want to eat the ice cream,
Mm-hmm.
so he's like really adamant about like getting him something to eat.
Well, what do you
just,
want?
Just
Yeah,
the way he
blue
asks
Kool-Aid?
him, like, "Would you like a sandwich?" Do you remember that?
Yeah. I mean, just that whole part in general is so. It's like creepy, but it is so funny. Like how desperate he is to like knock this kid out. It's just like he really wants his kid to fucking just like. Like he really wants the kid, bro.
He really wants to fuck this kid, bro.
And
Bro,
it's-
I just like the part where he's like, "Is the game almost over?"
He's
This
like,
is the bonus round.
is he like standing up the whole time watching, or does he like actually? I
He's
forget,
on his
does He
knees.
gets like he like actually like kind of gets on his level a little bit, like just watches the kid.
I like the part when he goes into his son's room and he sees like the porn magazine at his bed, and he picks it up and he looks down, and then he just sees the kids' magazines instead.
Why isn't it? And then that kid's all like, "I almost came."
Oh yeah, yeah, and he looks up. He's like, "Dad, I almost did it. I was so close."
I like the Russian dude that like hooks up with the one sister.
Oh yeah, Elwood, you gotta talk about that.
About what?
You said there's only one part that makes you extremely uncomfortable, or
Oh, it was just the kid stuff.
Oh.
I just wanted to save it for. I mean, it's just the kid stuff. Why the fuck would the Russian guy make me uncomfortable?
I mean that's what you were implying.
Yeah.
I didn't assume that.
It's a little racist.
No, it's just. I don't know. Yeah, I thought you were more uncomfortable from the Russian dude instead of the pedophilia.
That's it.
honestly.
That's what you made it seem
Yeah.
like, for real.
What's up with that? What's up with that, bro?
The Russian
Not that
dude's
base.
Not that bad.
No.
He's like,
I really like that Russian dude. I like the when he's like I just need $500. $500. That's it. Can I have my guitar and stereo back? It's a deal. It's a deal. It reminded me of X a lot.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I like how he's wearing the "I Love New Jersey" shirt.
Yeah, bro.
You just love New Jersey.
he's like in the car with her, and she's like talking about like in America, like a woman can achieve her full potential.
Bro,
Yeah.
we could literally recreate that scene where he's playing the guitar and shit because Elijah can play guitar. It's like,
Bro, when he does the song.
And then do fucking X's fucking accent.
Mhm.
Oh, X goes on a date. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh, shit.
He's like in the car though, and she's like talking about like in a way kind of. She's just like talking about like a woman can like achieve her potential and stuff, and he's just like trying to get some. So he asks her like, "Are you a lesbian?" And then he's
Why
like,
not marry?
I like lesbian.
It's okay if you're lesbian.
And then he fucks her, and he's like, "I go now." Oh boy.
I'm a strike
Oh, it
breaker.
was funny though too when like.
Oh man.
The first time she shows up at the job, and so she's teaching English, right? That's like her job, like at that.
It's like assumed, yeah. She's teaching.
But
English.
the class hates her, like they want the other
Yeah.
teacher. But then there's also a strike going on outside,
Yeah.
like.
She's a scab.
She's a strike breaker. She's not a scab.
She's a scab.
She's a strike breaker.
Oh man, we haven't even talked about the fat lady.
Christina.
Oh, because like, what else is there to say? You know, just happened.
I mean, it was funny.
You like her?
I like the part when like she grabs Philip Seymour Hoffman's chest
Yeah.
on the bed.
He's like, "Get the fuck out!"
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why are you here?
Philip Seymour Hoffman's really good in this
Oh
movie.
my god, yeah, man. That's another reason why it's like Magnolia.
It's because Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. But he was in this first.
He calls the girls and then he like jacks off, and he jacks off onto the wall and then attaches the postcard.
Yeah, that was nasty as fuck, bro. That was actually gross
That's
as
such-
shit. That was
And
like,
you see
like
all
what
these
the
other wrinkled
fuck? Fucking nasty ass.
I like the phone book. How he keeps crossing off. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you really hard.
I like that one part where he calls his sister, and it's like kind of like a cool, like a wholesome conversation at first, and she's like, "What are you wearing? What are you wearing underneath?"
I like it
Because she's like she's like, you're just like me, like she feels like
It's like, oh, this might be kind of
And
like a
then-
wholesome like love
and
story
then,
now.
the sister with black hair ends up giving her his number. At the
Oh
end.
yeah.
He's in computers. Well, what about me?
It's not
Trust
not
me.
for you.
Trust me on this.
Oh, that's the lady from Twin Peaks.
Yeah, it
Really?
is.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh yeah, and
really-
then she's all upset that she didn't get raped, so she can't write like a real rape story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I don't know.
But because like it's a series of books, right? She had like one for 11-year-olds, one
Mhm.
for 12-year-olds.
No way, is that actually what it was?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was like
I didn't
rape
catch,
at
I
13.
didn't catch that part. That's so funny.
Bro, I don't know. It was so interesting. Like, you know how you guys were talking about how, like, every character feels like they have like a complete sort of like character and or story. I'd even say even the doorman, like, he felt like a real person. Like with all the context, like, he had a wife, but she died.
He's so lonely.
He's so lonely.
He's so short compared to her too.
It's so, but just even the way that scene goes out, where he's like, he asks for the ice cream, but he just kind of lingers.
Yeah.
Oh, the scene where she's describing it to Philip Seymour Hoffman, and we're seeing the flashbacks, and like in between that, she's like ordering like a sundae, and eating the sundae as she's talking about like.
Is she like has like
Getting
this
raped
like
by
it's
the
like
dude.
also like strawberry flavored ice cream?
Yeah, she's a chocolate fudge sundae with strawberry ice cream, please.
I thought I don't go ahead, Owen.
I just liked how like prudish she was. Like, she's like, I didn't want to touch it. It's in my refrigerator.
Yeah, that felt pretty real.
It was funny though that she did just kept on coming up to talk to him about it, you know.
It's like the only thing she could think about to talk
That was
about.
like her pickup line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really like when they sleep together. Like, it's so wholesome at the end. Like they decide to just like he sleeps like above the covers to not make her uncomfortable. He just didn't want to sleep alone.
And
that
before
night.
that is like where he's like trying to like he's on the couch with the Twin Peaks lady, and he's just like, like for like 30 seconds, just like trying to touch her.
This is
I
gonna
low-key
work out.
thought that there was like frozen, like the film was frozen.
Really?
It was
Yeah.
so slow. It's great.
Bro, it's Philip Seymour Hoffman, bro. He's so good.
Oh man.
Oh, but okay, so did she invite him over there though, or?
She kept saying like, I want to see you tonight. I want to see you
Yeah.
tonight. So I guess like yeah, but she invited him in. She was like, oh, come in. You want something to drink? No, I'm fine.
What are you doing, Elijah?
I was just reading stuff about
Oh, okay.
happiness.
Should we wrap
It-
up soon though? We got 3 more
Yeah, we
movies
gotta
didn't
go.
in 1 hour.
It didn't
Uh,
get an NC-17.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Okay. Bomb Cedars.
Yeah, this is not working.
It won a
What's up with
it won a prize at Cannes.
At Con?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Can or Con?
I say can. You say con?
No, I say Can. I say Can.
Whoever says con.
Who do you
I
say con
can
to?
it.
I need to see more of this guy's movies.
I got a
This is what it
Dark
looks
Horse.
Who's? Oh, that's a guy. Man,
I
he
wanna
looks
see
like a
Dark
pedo.
Horse. I bought a bunch of Woody Allen movies from Dollar Tree.
Oh, nice.
Dark
They have a bunch of them. They had like a lot of like weird, obscure ones from like the 80s.
That's cool.
Palindrome.
You didn't want us to. You want yourself to be associated with something in the beginning, then you go ahead and buy all those Woody Allen films.
We should probably get into
He's in as good as it
the next
gets.
movie.
What's the next movie?
Alright.
So that was 98. So 99 is All About My Mother.
All
Should we
About
do
My Mother.
ratings?
Oh, yeah, ratings.
ratings.
I give it an. I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
I give this one on my new scale. Exceeds expectations. You know, I can only imagine what it would have been like in 1998 to see this film.
Mhm.
Yeah. Shout out to Todd.
Shout out.
Out of 40 bubbles, I give this about a 28.7 bubbles. It's pretty damn funny. I just wish that my copy wasn't like a fucking square. This is really petty, but if it was in its like a good like definition, it'd be like a solid like 32 bubbles.
That is petty.
That's petty as fuck.
I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. I really think this movie's.
Yeah, I was gonna say Happiness is a very Elijah movie. Like I don't
Yeah,
know how to
It's pretty
describe
fun-
it.
is
It's
very
pretty
Elijah.
funny. It's pretty dark, but like,
It's really
I
like
also
rapey.
think there's like some stuff to take from it, like
Mhm.
storytelling.
Oh,
stuff.
definitely.
And really good performances. really, really good performances.
Brandon said you all say crayon or crayon. The fuck?
Crayon.
What the fuck, bro?
You guys
Probably,
say
like, I'm about to
almond
have a
or
stroke.
almond?
Almond or almond? All right.
You didn't answer
Todo
the question.
sobre mi madre.
I would go ahead.
Alright.
Say it better than I did.
How'd you say it? Todo.
No, how did you say it?
I say all about my mother.
You're not really
How does it go
saying
again?
almost.
Todo
Todo sobre mi madre.
todo
sobre mi
sobre
madre.
mi madre.
Todo sobre mi madre.
Todo
I don't
sobre
speak
mi
Spaniard
madre.
Spanish.
Oh,
That's true.
that's what they all say at work.
Really?
Yeah.
They're all like, "Oh, that's nice Spanish."
It's like proper American Spanish isn't
They're
like
that's proper Spanish.
like isn't like definition Spanish.
Mhm.
It's like kind of fucked up Spanish. All About My Mother, Pedro Almodovar. This is probably his biggest film. It went to the Oscars.
Really?
It was this, and then Talk to Her went to the Oscars, but didn't win. Talk to Her didn't win anything, I don't think. And then he wouldn't be back to the Oscars until Pain and Glory. This film, is, in my opinion, I don't know how many films you've seen from. How many films have you seen from this guy?
Nada.
Zilch.
Mhm.
Zero.
Oh, it won an Oscar for best
Yeah.
foreign language film. That's really cool.
This is like my 8th or 9th film by him.
Mhm.
It's
Oh,
in
and
my
it won best
opinion-
director.
it won
At
best
Cannes.
direct. I can.
That's pretty cool.
It's in my opinion, after seeing so many of his movies, this feels like one of his safest movies. It kind of feels
Wow.
very like it feels because in reality I wanted to put a movie in that I wanted you guys to see, but I didn't know if it was like the right time. I wanted to introduce you to his films, but I didn't want to scare you away. I wanted to show you Bad Education. That one's an interesting movie to talk about, but I decided on this one because this is like I heard this was like his safest movie, and it is. It's his safest movie. It feels like it's like a good movie. It's not a bad movie, but it's not his best movies. There's a lot of good stuff in it, but it's just a Pedro Almodovar film, and it feels like his pussy film. In my opinion.
Why'd you recommend it then?
Because I wanted to introduce you it so that I could recommend another one later.
All right, this is gonna sound funny, but when I told you I got this movie like a year ago, you're like, I wouldn't start with that one.
That's funny. But you know, I still enjoyed the movie.
It's okay, I forgive you though. I really liked it.
Yeah,
I really
enjoyed
liked it. Very colorful.
It
I
is
really,
actually.
the colors like really like lots of reds, but like the reds like really bounce.
It's like they use like the greens in this movie are really interesting.
What'd you think about the colors, Anthony?
No, yeah, it's interesting. It feels like the way I would describe it is like primary colors. It just feels very, very vibrant and bright. Like even just the son's room, and all the way down to like the wardrobe and stuff. You know, everything just kind of pops out and like I don't know. There's just it radiates off the screen and creates this sort of like I don't know. There's life to it. You know.
He's very like into like I guess like that's fucking 50s like Technicolor, not Technicolor, but like he grew up on like a lot of like 50s shit, like a lot of like 50s kind of shitty American films. He grew up on a lot of like classic like Hollywood, and you can kind of see it a lot of his movies.
Yeah.
Like I hope that you guys will watch more of his movies after this.
Maybe.
Can I borrow one of them?
This was not a good start.
Yeah. Fuck you, Elwood. I'm just kidding.
I'll watch more. Can I borrow one of them?
Yeah.
There's
Which
some
one?
Woman on the Verge.
That's a good movie.
Oh yeah, Kate said she really liked that
Woman
one.
on the Verge is really good. It feels like that's the one I showed to my grandma. It's like the one that she wouldn't get mad about. Yeah, no, he uses like very Spaniard colors. He's a very Spaniard man.
Jalen said, "Do you think Pedro likes Freud?"
No, Pedro's gay as fuck. Pedro like
That makes sense.
he's really like, and he's cool.
Yeah,
I like
I think the way he portrayed like, I mean, I don't know if I could say like gay men. They're almost like transvestite almost. It's like
I don't think you're allowed to say that word anymore.
gay.
It's pretty based. No,
They said
transvestite.
transvestite in the movie.
They did, yeah,
Yeah.
several times.
But
But he portrays it in a way that's like very. I don't know. It's like it feels good to watch it. You know, it doesn't ever feel like anything's in my face. It feels very just like I'm watching like a very enjoyable movie.
Is it revealed that like he has like basically like two moms like at the end, or is it revealed in the middle?
What?
Because like okay,
You know, he has a father and he has a mother.
yeah, but like his
father
father's
just has
also
tits.
like a mom.
They talk about that like
in the
it's
middle,
like it's
but
like somewhere in the middle, yeah.
they
It's
don't
like-
say it till the end that the dad is Lola.
They
No.
don't- Well,
And I also thought it was funny that the dad's name was Lola. It reminded me of the Kinks song.
That's what I remember.
Well,
Yeah.
it's what's the fuck? I think that actually is a reference to it. It's what his name's what the fuck's his name?
The actors.
No, the name that he named. She
Lola?
named no the. Well, I guess
Esteban?
yes. Esteban.
Esteban. 3.
Yeah, the third Esteban cured HIV.
What a fucking miracle, baby, bro.
That shit was so funny.
Did he
Dude,
just
what a
decide
dope
to, like-
what a dope baby.
That's like a Quentin Tarantino thing, but like for gay people.
for AIDS, yeah.
Bro,
that is true. Or like not necessarily if you can reverse it, but like the baby won't. Even if the mom has AIDS, the baby won't have AIDS.
So like not getting an abortion solves AIDS.
Because like matriarchal society, it's like he didn't like. I kind of saw it as like he doesn't have a dad; he just had two moms.
In a way, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like the way that they describe it is that they called them Lola, but like they always describe them as like a more masculine figure rather than a feminine figure. Like they never even when like Lola comes on screen, they don't try and like adopt like any like feminine voice or anything. It's like really like it's
still
really
still
deep.
man's voice, yeah.
Yeah, like because he fucked Penelope Cruz and shit.
Yeah,
like he
Yeah,
doesn't
I
care.
thought I didn't know.
I wish there's more context given
that
to that.
kind of like
No,
that
yeah.
just made no sense.
Well,
kinda.
because he was a charmer.
I
didn't
guess
get
There's
that.
some- there's
I didn't
something
get
about
that.
him.
'Cause just the way they
her.
like present Penelope Cruz is like at first I thought like okay she's gonna be like the nun in the movie, and then it obviously like veers off from that, but the only time you see her really hanging out around like that crowd is like when they come to like the church for help.
Well, yeah, but I guess it doesn't have like visual context, but they kind of imply that like those are basically like her friend. Like she lives around them, like she works around like basically like the hookers and shit, and she doesn't have a problem with any of them or anything. Her mom's the most that had a problem with it. Like, you brought a fucking whore in my house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think which one of you said? I think it might have been Kate. Which one of you said? I can't wait to like watch this back and just see like Anthony like asleep like periodically through the fucking podcast.
Yeah, I think I might leave soon.
You're fine.
Sorry.
Jalen said something on the chat real quick.
Go ahead.
She said, "Motherfucker, he gotta like Freud. He loves mothers too much."
Bro, he loves his mama, bro. He loves mothers. He's very ambiguous about father figures though. But he loves mothers though.
He has
loves
Penelope
mothers.
Cruz in a lot of his movies.
Yeah, Penelope Cruz. I think she's in a movie before this, but from this movie on, she's in like Volver. She's in the new movie Parallel Mothers. She's in. Is she in Pain and Glory? I don't remember if she's in Pain and Glory or not. He likes to use the same actors a lot. Like even like in this movie, there's actors from Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown. Like at the beginning, when they're looking at the play, and it's like the older dude on stage, like the guy with gray hair. He's in Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown. He plays like the guy that keeps fucking women and shit. And then like same thing with Antonio Banderas. He's in a ton of fucking Pedro films because they're all Spaniard. They all like are from Spain. And I don't know. I don't remember. We talked about this before, but I don't know who said it. But one of you guys said like he likes to use the same actors. Like he likes to make kind of the same movies every time. I think it might have been Kate. But yeah, no. I was talking to Jalen about this because Jalen's seen about 5 of his movies too. She has very mixed opinions on him, but I really like him because I don't know. He's kind of one of those guys where it's like keeps making almost the same movie, not the same movie, but he keeps making like 4 different kinds of movies, but just set in like the same sort of like universe, not universe but world, where like every movie feels connected, and even like terms of like characters, where like he's almost like telling the stories of a person just from different angles. Like Lola in this movie is almost dressed and presented the same way as another character from Bad Education, which is a movie he'd make like 5 years later. And shit like that, where like, he just keeps like making like almost like these like characters that he just keeps like repeating, but just from different angles, from different like viewpoints, from different just ideas about them.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah, that's what's cool about him. I feel like watching this, I have a lot more respect for it because I've seen all the other movies. But I feel like if I started with this, I wouldn't have liked it as much. But I'm glad that you guys liked it a lot.
What was your first Pedro film?
It was Matador with
Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. It's about a bullfighter. It was the first movie I saw, and I remember I knew I was gonna like it a lot because I told Kate about it all the fucking. It's about fucking Antonio Banderas has fucking like psychic powers or some shit, and he can fucking solve a murder or some shit. It's very fucking telenovela shit, but like he can solve a murder or some shit, and he finds out this woman and this man are killing people. And at the end, they're going to fuck. As they're coming, they're going to shoot each other at the same time.
That's incredible.
It was really fucking cool.
I will say that, like, when Manuela talks to Lola about, like, their children and all the children stuff, it's pretty melodramatic, like a telenovela.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they're just crying and shit.
He falls into that a lot. Like, a lot of his movies will, like, be pretty straightforward until it gets, like, telenovela, and you're like, oh, okay. Like even when like Lola comes in, and it's like just like close-ups, and you can see that he ADR'd them, like he dubbed them over, and like because there's like extra breaths, but their mouth isn't moving, and that's what gets like really telenovela about it, And that's why I feel like this movie felt like his safest. But first, I really love the cinematography. Like, I love his POVs in this movie. Like, when the kid gets fucking, like, ran over. And
yeah, that was really great. That scene, that's, like, it's not just, like, he gets hit, but, like, near the end, you imagine, like, his head's, like, tilted a little bit, and then the camera kind of tilts down even more, like, as if his head would, like fall, like, when he's actually, like, dying.
Yeah, and
that
even
was really smart.
Even the part when, like, the dude gets the heart, and, like, the fucking, like, light, like, they shine the light into the camera, and they transition it. Bro, like, there was something about this era of Pedro where, like, before, he was very, like, pop art. Like, he was very, like, his titles were very, like, mixed match, like, cut up photos and shit like that. Or, like, very, like, Hitchcockian. Like, very, what the fuck's his name? Paul Bass? Is that his name? The guy who did all the titles for, like, a bunch of, like, 60s movies and shit, like Psycho and shit like that.
I think that is... He was also an animator. He was actually a really cool guy.
Yeah, he was a cool guy. I only know him from his titles, though. Really cool titles. He did the casino
Can I
titles
put
sequence.
Woman on a Verge of a Nervous Breakdown in the DVD case so I don't forget to do it later?
Sure.
Thank you.
I can't do that.
I agree with you there. There's just a lot of things that are just like really creative, like just like choices. Like even like when the son is writing in the notebook, it cuts to the, like you see the POV of the notebook getting written.
It's like, this was an era of him where like he got really creative with like camera wise, and like the thing about it is that me and my friend, he loves Pedro too. He's seen way more Pedro films than I have, but we talk about Pedro and he's talking about how like
that looks incredible.
Yeah,
show that off to the camera.
Viva Pedro. He's like my favorite Spaniard.
I like to like. There's a lot of like. I would almost call it like it's not necessarily an actual double exposure, but like the way that like the fades are presented is almost like a double exposure, and it's really cool. It's really creative, and a lot of times it works. Like there's one where it's like a face over like people in somewhere. There's one where it's like lights. I forget what the other one, the shot on top of it was, but I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, no, I just love the way he deals with. There's just certain parts where he just deals with like grief and like how like slow it is and how steady it is. Just with that kind of shit. Just with the editing.
That's true.
Like the way he lets the camera linger sometimes. The way he lets like the camera like do the. Are you taking both movies?
No, one was on top of the other.
Oh, okay, I get it.
I'm sorry.
Anyways,
I need to return Cruising and Peugeot to you.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
I bought Peugeot. I bought the Martin Scorsese box.
Whoa.
Because it had a Mexican film in it, but it also had Peugeot in it.
That's
what Mexican film?
Dos Mones.
It's actually like a really old one from
Two
like
Monks.
the 30s.
It's one of the first Mexican films. Not one of the first, but one of the first like gothic Mexican films. It was. I think it's on Guillermo del Toro's like favorite films of all time. I really like it. It's really good. I should recommend it one day.
Yeah, do it.
Mexico.
Mexico.
But, it's what were we talking about? Yeah, no, he's really good at visuals. Like this was an era of him where like before he was very like he was scrappy. Like I think who you described Takashi Miike like this.
Takashi Miike.
Sorry, you described Takashi Miike like this, where like he was making films in an era of Japan where like it was very like punk. Like it was very.
It was very encouraged to just do something like that was different and for the almost for the sake of being different.
Yeah, he started like that. He started in like the 80s like that. But this was like the 90s, and this is when he kind of got more like serious about it. His early work's a lot more akin to like just like soap operas, just like All About Eve, just like other shit like All Days of Heaven, not Days of Heaven, but there's another movie about like it says heaven in it. I forgot what it's called. It's on Criterion also, but it's just about like he was just very good at that. But this was an era where he started doing the camera. I love the title sequence. I love how steady it is. Like, you know how we talked about Phantom Thread when he's doing like the measurements and how steady that camera is? Same fucking shit. That shit's so steady on the fucking what do you call that? Like
the IV.
The IV.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's fucking crazy. It's fucking
they had some
great.
crazy
That was
close-ups
really
in
cool.
this.
It was.
Yeah.
It's iconic. Like if you search up Pedro Almodovar and you search up like clips, like shots, it's like all this movie. It's like all of it.
I like that one close-up on the cigarette getting lit. Like it's like so fucking cool. That's what
Which part was
that's
that?
what Jacob, who should have
Oh
fucking
my
done.
fucking
I was like,
God.
that's how you fucking do it, bro.
Oh
That's
my
a close up
scene?
on a
What scene
cigarette.
was that?
It's like it's like somewhere in like the second act where like
I think it's when the actress does it, right?
yeah, the actress does it. Like what's her name? The blonde. What's her name?
Ava?
The
No.
main
No, I
old
think
lady.
it's-
Huma,
Hava.
Huma.
Huma.
Okay, I'll have to go back.
Hava's in The Day I Became a Woman.
Yeah.
Hava.
That's a little girl.
Okay, there are some.
There's like, it's actually like the main menu like shot, but like the red dress she's
The red
wearing when
dress.
like her son gets hit.
The red
It's really
dress in the
nice.
face. It's just.
Mm-hmm.
It's so like it's iconic. Like it's Vivo. It's like it's Pedro. It's his like iconic shot. Is that shot? It'll always be that shot. It's not his best movie, but it might be one of his best shot movies. The fucking set design. Again, he likes to do the same shit over and over. He likes to make like 50s sets, very vibrant, very very red, very 50s 60s era. Just very spunky. I'd almost call it spunky. There you go.
Spunky.
Yeah, he makes it, but
It's
that's
got
the way
some
he
spunk.
does it. Yeah, and he's the best of the spunk, bro.
The fucking there's a few shots in here that were genuinely like what the fuck just happened type shit. Like there's one shot where what's the name of the main lady again?
Which one?
Manuela and Uma are in the car and they're
I thought
driving.
Manuela was the late.
Manuela is the mom.
The mom, yeah.
But you said you were asking about the trans lady.
No. I'm talking about like a shot.
Oh, my bad.
That
sorry.
blew my mind.
My bad.
There's one shot of like them in the car, and it's like it starts from like the grill and like it goes up to like the driver's seat, but just like the angle they had on the car is like so awkward.
Yeah.
It's almost like the car was like 2D. It was like so
Mhm.
weird to me. And then there's one shot.
They had the
some-
camera
some-
like an angle.
Yeah, it was a weird angle to have on the car. It was really cool to look at. And then there was like a lot of the shots when she's going to Barcelona, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
When she's going like the traveling scene and like it comes over the
Yeah.
mountains and you see the city and shit and there's
Oh,
the
that
music.
was
That
so
was like
good.
I was like, holy
That
fuck.
was
Some of those
so
and then like the shots where they're like where they go to the drugstore and shit and it's like
Mhm.
very just like on them looking through this little fucking like window and then the clerk. Like shit like that. Or
Mhm.
the part where they're driving through and they're having like it's like the prostitute ring. But when I first saw that shot, I'm like, oh, that's Elijah's car party, bro.
Literally, fucking. Okay, well, first off, music choice. I love the score in this fucking movie.
Yeah, that's some pretty good music.
There's a fucking accordion part. It's like really nice. I feel like it's near the beginning where it's just accordion. But he has actually really good music, like choice,
Mhm.
like outside songs. The song that they play during this, when she's driving around the circle and shit like that, like the Elijah party, whatever.
Mhm. The
Like-
Elijah party.
like it's so good. Like I don't know, just the way it's shot. I don't know if you even got a different cinematographer, but like again, it just feels like new Pedro. It feels like,
Mhm.
and with the hospital, with the pharmacy, it's the same pharmacy in another one of his movies called Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down,
Oh,
which is
really?
probably my favorite Pedro
It
film.
was a cool pharmacy.
Which that might be a controversial opinion, but Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down is my favorite Pedro film. It's about Benicio del Toro who kidnaps a woman
I need to watch
to make her love him.
That
What
sounds
did your
pretty-
mom say to watch it?
No, it's just Benicio.
Is
del
that like
Toro.
an early?
No, it's not Oh no, it's Antonio Banderas.
You fucking dickhead.
Is
Fuck you, you sick fuck.
Is it
Go to
early
fucking-
90s?
That's what I was confused. I thought it was Antonio Banderas. but-
Early 90s?
Motherfucker.
I think it's very late 80s, early 90s.
Okay. I've heard about
That's
that.
my favorite. It's my favorite. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, but yeah, no, like the drugstore is the same drugstore from that fucking movie.
That's cool.
Same drugstore. There's a plaza when they go to the mom, like to see if the mom will let her like cook or some shit.
Mhm.
Same fucking plaza as where the girl from Parallel Mothers, his newest film from last year, same fucking place where she works in the cafe. It's so.
Mm.
He just, I don't know. I wonder like if he just has like a pass to just go wherever the fuck he wants, like
Uh-huh.
to film wherever the fuck he wants. He only films 2 places. It's Madrid or Barcelona.
Barcelona.
That's the way that,
Barcelona.
bro. Me and Jalen kept talking about
Barcelona.
that. Me and Jalen
Barcelona.
fucking hate Spaniards, bro. We hate the.
Oh, speaking of Jalen, she said in quotations, "Tú no tienes polla?" Question mark. Question mark.
Polla?
Polla.
It's
Polla.
P-O-L-L-A. So polla.
Oh, polla, cock, dick.
Oh,
Why'd you say spoya?
I said polla, motherfucker. No,
you said
tú
it.
tienes polla.
Boy.
Tienes polla.
I have dick. Oh yeah.
Polla.
You have a dick?
Polla.
Yeah, it's polla. That's how you say cock.
Okay, cool.
so that you know next time.
Tú tienes pito.
Pito.
Tú tienes chiquito pito.
Tú tienes
like
un
that scene.
polla
The
chiquita,
dude
güey.
playing
Chiquita,
Kowalski comes in and he like asks for a blowjob.
Bro,
That part was funny.
I really like
as
the part, I
fuck.
like the part when she's just like, would you
Um,
ask anyone else? No, but I'm asking you.
That part where what's her face? What's the name of that the tranny lady?
Agrado?
Agrado. Oh, yeah, Agrado.
You know why they call her Agrado?
Because she's so agreeable.
She's so agreeable.
That part where she's on the stage is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her.
Really
It
like
cost a
charismatic.
lot of money for her to like fix her body.
Yeah, I wanted to know
Mhm.
like what that was in relation to
equivalent?
like like the U.S. dollar.
That was over
Does-
$1 million.
Does
and
Spaniards use pesos?
No.
No,
they probably
then-
use some
no.
European.
Maybe euros. I
If
don't
it's
know.
euros, then it's like a euro is like 2 times the amount of a dollar.
That's what I'm saying. That's hella expensive.
That's hella
No
expensive.
way. It's got to be something else.
Because pesos are like
Pesos would make more sense.
I mean,
a dollar is like American dollar is like 20 pesos.
I like how we're theorizing about it. We could just look it up
Yeah.
or something.
I feel like I don't think euros are 2 times. Euros are like
euros right now are like 2 times, I think.
right now.
I don't
But
know.
in the-
Usually
but
they're
in
like-
Or like
99.
they're like 1.
It's like 1.5.
Whoa.
I thought it was lower, but
I will say about the movie, like going into it, I didn't really know what to expect
Me neither,
narratively,
yeah.
and
Not
it really
even.
like it was like hard to like.
not even.
Oh, it used to be though.
Mm. Either way, that's a lot of
100
money just
pesos.
to like
What are you
make
trying
your
to
nose.
say?
100
Oh,
pesos.
is it a new one or an old one?
Let
Let me feel it.
I'm not gonna let you touch this shit. The fuck.
I know more.
You know. I don't know. I don't know if it's older or bigger. Nah, Jalen's mom gave it because she said she got tipped that at work, so Jalen gave her $5. It's $5 basically.
I've told you.
So like, drinks on me, guys.
Maybe if we
the
go to
newer
Mex-
ones
Mexican
are like
bar.
more like flexy, right?
Yeah, they're flexy. They're kind of like the way like 100s are made here, like with like the plastic in the middle.
Mm.
But
Yeah, foreign money looks fucking weird, bro.
bro, I love the way pesos look, bro. That's so sick. Like, bro, it's got a fucking Aztec on it, bro. Look at that shit. He's
I
staring
like the
at
way
you.
that the I like the way that the coins look.
The coin. Yeah, my grandpa has
coins
a
are
bunch of
dope.
them. I'm going in October.
Octobre.
Octobre. Sí,
Octobre.
voy a ir a Mexico en Octobre, güey.
I learned how to count in Spanish.
Like to what number?
Jalen said they use pesetas. 100
$10,000.
USD dollars is 16,213 pesetas.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't as much as
That's a
What do you
shit ton
think?
of pesos.
Pesetas.
pesetas, way.
Oh.
Burro, cabezón, joto.
I
Mi
got
corazón.
called like a gay ass donkey.
Anyway, it's just I really like this film. It's. I mean,
What the fuck are you?
I like
You're
this
confusing me,
this
bro.
director. Wait. He's just a really good filmmaker. At the end, he uses impact font, and Jalen's like, "What the fuck do you like using impact font?" I was like, "I like impact font."
I use Impact font at
Impact's
work.
not too bad.
It's not a bad font. Like a board.
You guys do use impact font, huh?
I love impact. It's
What's
like
You guys do use impact. I didn't even realize until just now.
it's like bold. It's big. It has an
Or
impact.
what do you think about the way they use that like water effect on the font and like the title sequence with the IV?
It's a
Like-
bit aged.
It
but
is a bit
not-
aged.
It's not too bad. Jalen didn't like it, but
I didn't
it's
like
not
it too much either.
I feel like also I have just a DVD of it. All these DVDs
Mhm.
are kind of like ass quality.
Mhm.
I want to get the Criterion for it.
Mhm.
I feel like scaled up it would probably look a little better.
Mm.
But also, where you rented it on like Prime or something like that.
On YouTube.
Yeah. What like quality was it for you guys?
It's pretty good.
1080.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I don't even know.
It's probably
Probably
1080.
1080.
Yeah.
All right. Was it good? Did it look good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have no complaints.
I'm gonna get it. No, but
Officers put what is that? Greater than not using Wingdings font.
Wingdings.
Wingdings is legendary font.
But yeah, no. Penelope Cruz. What was your favorite performance in this film? Like all of you.
Lola.
Lola.
Just kidding.
I guess Manuela.
Manuela.
Yeah, she was pretty
Cool.
good.
There's like a lot of times where she has to like she's like lying to like 2 different people like in a scene. Or like she's like completely like bullshitting someone, and then that person leaves, and then she's like a different person. And she has to cry a lot in the movie.
Yeah,
too.
she cries like
She has, like, a pretty
4
big
times.
range.
I think sometimes like the cry's a little too like much.
There's one part like towards the end when she's talking to Penelope Cruz's mom where she's like, "Do you have a kid?" He's like, "Yeah." He died. It's just
closes the door,
And
cries.
she starts crying. Yeah.
Like I don't know, like in that scene, I felt like because she kept crying over it, like every time someone mentioned it, I thought at that point she was gonna close it and just gonna be like silence at the door. That would have been like a lot better at least, or just like, not that big cry though. That was kind of a pussy move. Not gonna lie, I like my characters hard.
This feels like a movie my mom would really like.
Yeah, well, has your mom seen this, or did she just know that it was Pedro?
She just knew it was Pedro. She was like, oh.
do ladies like Pedro?
Yeah, women love Pedro.
Dude, my mom would love this movie.
Bro, you should can I come over with the box set and watch it with you guys?
Yeah.
I can't watch it at home.
Sure. Be
My-
good. I'll invite my mom to watch it. She'll really like it.
Because Spain's a lot more open. Like, they're not as conservative as Mexico. Like,
Europe.
as Europe in general. But, like,
Yeah.
Spain specifically, like, this is, like, he's really renowned in Spain. Like, people love him. He's, like, a national hero. Like, he's the one that made it.
He's like Rocky.
He's like Rocky. He has a statue and everything.
Actually, that'd
No.
be dope as fuck.
No.
That'd be so sick.
But, no, everyone knows him. Like, he's a big, like, figure over there. But... What's so funny?
I can't say.
Well, no, go ahead.
Nah, it's like fuck.
No. When you said like, "Can I bring this over and watch it with?" I thought you were gonna say like, "Can I bring this over and watch it with your mom?"
I mean,
That'd be really funny, but
and like you guys too.
okay. Sure, I would.
Pause.
Pause.
Who did that last time? Who said
I
that?
kept saying that.
What'd you say? You said some goofy shit. It was so funny.
I don't know, like just say something gay. Go ahead.
I like licking dick. Pause.
Pause. Yeah. That's
That
not
works.
as funny when it's like,
When it's like, there was no punchline. It was
yeah.
very intentional, very obvious. Okay. Should
But,
we try to? It's 1:27. You guys gotta leave at 2. There's still 2 movies. We could just either cut it right now and talk about both movies later, or really only talk about like one of the movies.
I'm sorry. I should come.
I mean, it's like it's a part of
Yeah.
having the podcast. Stuff like this happens.
Let's just save it for later.
Save it for later.
Both
I
of
think
them?
so.
Do we give recommendations now or do we wait?
I think we give recommendations. I think maybe next time just like don't do what we watched.
So like, who said I was done though?
I'm just saying it's 1:30.
Pause.
Pause.
Suck my dick over.
He did it. Pause.
Yo, if Waffenseeder said I'll donate $10 if you watch Der Untergang from 2004 at some point.
Downfall
Is that what that is?
with Bruno Gans.
Probably. Is that what it is, Waffenseeder? I'll watch it for $10.
The movie about Hitler.
Do we like all like
Yes.
get part of it,
Do we each get $10 or is it just in general?
or were you, bro? He'll be the first donation.
No, he already was the first donation.
Oh, well, who
he's
was the
been,
second?
On
He's,
my Instagram
Elijah's
story,
the-
I put on like what's like a good like date night movie to watch, and I like posted my girlfriend on there, and then Brendan Farrington commented that movie.
That's really funny.
Wait, you posted your girl? Wait, what?
It was a long time ago.
Oh, okay, a long time.
He
Okay, that
put
makes sense.
he put down like Downfall was like a good date night movie to watch.
I think this is a good date movie.
This would UNLV kids would love this movie.
All right,
Yeah.
wait, shut
Yeah.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I was thinking that though.
They would.
Yeah.
They would.
I was thinking that mostly because of like
They would.
the end title sequence that like dedicated it to all women and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fair. If they can fucking read it.
To all mothers.
Yeah.
To all the mothers.
Okay. They can have this movie, but they can't have his other ones.
A single donation, not 10 per person. All right, for sure. I
He
still
loves
watch it.
women though. He loves the fucking. Jalen says like he loves the girlies. Like
I
he
wanna-
loves women.
I
Like
want to
that's
see the
it.
skin I live in.
Skin Living's for men. It's based.
It looks.
It's
based.
pretty fucking based.
It looks based.
It's definitely like a lot of people call it like his most American film just because it's not as colorful. It's very like
It's like a horror movie though.
It's shot like a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's like the color palette's really grayed out and stuff like that. But it's still his film. Does that make sense? He writes a very specific way, and like it. Once you watch a second film, you'll understand the way he writes. He writes very like soap opera.
You know what I always think about?
What?
Why did y'all teach him based?
Dude, I wonder how it's gonna change the Elwood.
I'm
honestly,
gonna come back here with no
based.
girlfriend.
I'm learning.
I wonder.
based.
Yeah, for real, Jalen's gonna break up with you, bro. See, he finna enter his 4chan era for real. Don't go on 4chan, bro.
What's like a girl's version of being based?
Dude, I don't know.
Cased?
Like
Paste. I don't know. Girls don't really come up with slang like
it's
that.
like it's just like a bad bitch moment.
Yeah.
I hate
you're a bad
Ocean's 8.
bitch. You're a queen.
Fuck
Slay.
Ocean's 8.
You're baddie.
Baddie.
You're a baddie.
Is Ocean's 8 like? Does it have like dialogue like that?
No, but like it feels like a movie that was made with that like idea. It's Ocean's 11, but
Yo,
women.
CJ, what up, bro?
CJ.
Is that?
Jen
is
said
that CJ?
toxic bitches. Well, Peter said keg. No.
What's kek?
We feel.
for like based.
Jalen said Hello Kitty is heroin addict type beat.
What?
I don't know. Jalen also said toxic bitches for real.
Do we wanna? Oh, I have an idea.
What's that? Fuck, I just
So,
dropped this.
did we ever finish episode 24 and a half?
Oh, do you want to just group them together?
Would we want to do that?
Like 24 point
'Cause-
what?
You mean like ultrasound meets? Wait, what are you trying to say?
No.
Because there was an episode where we were supposed to talk about AI, fucking Upstream Color and Redline.
Mm-hmm.
It was Redline.
Yeah, and was there another movie or was it just those three?
It was those three, but like, I think I came late again, or I had to go or something. I apologize.
We had to
for
watch
that.
Upstream Color, then we went to the podcast, and then there was enough time to talk.
There was like an hour.
Yeah, it was like an hour to talk about each
and
movie.
we never got to talk about them a whole lot. It would be talking about 5 movies, but just like.
So it'd be like,
We'd have to start early. We'd have to come here with all movies
You'd have to
watched.
like not have to watch 3 movies in one day like my dumb ass did today.
Jesus Christ.
I watched 3 movies in one day.
I don't
did
mind
yesterday.
I don't mind doing that, but like doing it on the day of the podcast.
CJ said, "How it
that was kind
going?"
of-
It's going
it was
alright.
That's what I did.
CJ said, "How it going?"
X is gonna get a girlfriend for Smotters.
We're thinking about.
So
I think it'd
fun.
be cool to have it so like each of the Smotters characters goes on a date.
Yeah, not get a girlfriend, just go on a date.
You go on a
we
date.
don't know what'll
With
happen.
like the same woman.
No. I think that'd be funny too.
We
Maybe
can have
Like
X make a
speed date.
Tinder.
X makes a Tinder.
X makes a
And
I
then
think it'd be
show
funny
up
to
the Tinder dates.
I think it'd be funny if like each of them came with like a Tinder page and shit.
That
Like
would-
each of them went on a separate date and you just follow like all of them go on their
What they
dates and
do.
see what they do. CJ put ha ha ha.
How you doing?
How you doing?
You know what base means? Teach me.
Yo, so I should go on a date with you because I'm based as fuck.
Girls like that. You know who's got 11
His
inch
Tinder
dick?
bio just says like, I got a big dick. And it's like a picture of like a selfie of him shirtless in the mirror. And then like the next picture is like his dick with a roller next to it.
It's the scene from Smotters where he's like pissing on the phone, but it's
That'd be funny.
you know, as an 11-inch dick.
I think it would be more
You know
appropriate
who-
for Cockhead to
you
just
know, I'll
post
tell you.
like what?
Ronald Farber.
Dude, Cockhead just like his like hair's all coned. He's just like thinking and shit. It's like a genuine.
It's like an intellectual one.
Yeah, it's intellectual.
But then at the final, like, but like when they swipe up and they go like, "Hey," he just sends like a ruler with like a mark in it.
Be funny. Do you want to recommend movies? for the
Well,
next
wait,
one?
you gotta rate it.
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna do the AI thing?
I mean, yeah, we could do it that way.
Or what do you guys think about that?
Wait, what is that?
So like
The
either
The episode we never finished.
Oh.
That would be a lot of movies to
Well,
talk about.
Do you want to just add one on like every episode?
What do you mean?
Like next week, these 2
Oh,
movies
I
plus
see.
AI, and then next week like recommend 2 more, and then add like one that you didn't. Does that make sense? Like then watch
to
then-
catch up?
To catch up,
those
yeah, but
ones.
just like not all at once, like 5 at once.
Yeah, that would be.
Unless like
That'd be
we
a long
decided to come here
episode.
really early.
No,
yeah,
I think we should
like
just try
I
to fuck
feel like if
ourselves
we
over.
started around like 9, we wouldn't run into this issue.
Nah.
So we started too late tonight. I'm cool with like talking about next episode doing 3. We'll do the 2 we need to do, then like 1 more from that episode, and then we each recommend 1 more. 3 of us recommend.
Should
one,
we just
and
get
then
it out of the
add on.
way? Like instead of recommending it, just getting, like doing like the 24, like it was 24 movies again,
24.
Episode 24 again.
and these ones.
too.
Like
That'd
episode
be 5
24
movies
Redux.
to talk about. Would you want to talk about 5 movies?
But I mean, we already we talked about the other ones before. It's more like continuing the conversation on certain things, you know.
Okay, I'd probably rewatch them.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel? Do you want to do it? Talk about new movies?
Because it's like we'd have to do it eventually. If not, it's just gonna get backlogged, and like eventually it's
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, we have to add 3 more movies on that.
I think in general, do we want to from now on try to plan a time when we are starting the movie or starting the podcast?
Can we do like
9?
I'm not gonna.
No. Like if you have an idea, like let us know.
Oh, like 9 or 10, just like
9.
but like make it like pretty like
What about 5?
on the dot.
5.
9.
5 p.m.
I'd be cool with starting any time from like 7 to 10, honestly.
Okay.
Because then also too, like we can finish it, and then if like we want to hang out or something, and then like at least when we're staying until like 2 in the morning, it's not after having like becoming like fully exhausted. I guess.
This
What do you
man-
guys think?
This man's dying.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever. You know, like really, like, I was gonna come here at 7, and you said 8:30. I had shit to take care of anyway, so whenever we have to shift the time, I have other shit to do. So it's like really, whenever we have a time, I'll be here. So,
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
let's try to aim for 7. Like, get here at 7, and then we can shoot the shit and start shooting around 8 or 9. You know.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
So we're doing the catch-up episode?
Yeah, let's do
So-
the catch-up episode.
Yeah.
So
Like
we're gonna
an hour
do
or just the 3.
Probably 5. Fuck it. If we're starting at
these
7.
2,
Fuck it.
and
Starting at
then
8.
episode 24. So it's gonna be Redline, Artificial Intelligence, Upstream Color, and then Visitor Q, and The Day I Became a
Yeah, he
Woman.
became a woman.
Dang. It's gonna be a fun
Alright.
fucking.
But can we rate this
Fucking,
movie now?
CJ put fucking Norbit in the fucking chat.
Bro, that's your Smotter's character's name.
Norbit, fuck nah. He also put troll, troll 2. What the fuck does that mean, bro?
You never seen Troll 2?
Nah.
Justin Timberlake
Oh my
and
God.
Kendrick.
Oh, those.
Oh,
ones?
those troll?
I thought which one we
See,
Nope.
which one is it? Which one are you talking
I
about?
don't even
CJ?
know.
I thought that
don't-
was the Leprechaun.
No.
Oh, have you seen the
No.
Leprechaun
No.
movies?
Oh, we gotta do that. That'd be fun.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah.
any Leprechaun movies. They
Or
look
the
dope
Halloween
We
as
should
fuck.
do like,
Man.
even if we don't talk about it on the podcast, like a marathon of the Leprechaun.
That'd be
movies.
But
sick.
see, we gotta find a day when we gotta get stoned and do that or something.
So
For real.
okay. The first Leprechaun is just Leprechaun. So Jennifer Aniston's in it though.
Yeah,
Wow.
a young
And
Jennifer Aniston.
it's just like
it's
the
her first
Leprechaun.
movie.
Yeah, it was like before she did Friends or anything.
That's cool.
So there was Leprechaun. Then in Leprechaun 2, the Leprechaun's trying to get married. Then in Leprechaun 3, the Leprechaun comes to Las Vegas. Then in
Nice.
Leprechaun 4, it's called Leprechaun 4 Goes to Space.
Oh,
Then
Leprechaun.
there's Leprechaun. Then there's Leprechaun Goes to the Hood.
Man, you're a
Leprechaun in the hood.
Leprechaun
in the
And then I think
What the
there's
fuck,
Leprechaun
bro?
Then there's like Leprechaun Goes Back to the Hood.
Yeah, there's another one. Back to.
That's sick
And
as
like the
fuck.
Leprechaun smokes weed. I'd be down to do those movies. Actually, like really
How many
scared
are
me when
there?
I was
Are
a
they,
little
like,
kid.
Me
seven?
too.
Because the Leprechaun's actually like, if you're like a little kid and like,
I'm in the Leprechaun.
yeah, oh god, it
Weapons
was fucking
I just
Dude.
remember
creepy.
the Wayne's World like
Warwick
interpretation
Davis.
of it.
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Wayne's World 2?
The
Mm-mm.
makeup for
I
the
don't remember.
Leprechaun's
I guess.
fucking good.
No.
Is it really?
He looks like a fucking leprechaun. It's creepy.
He looks like a
shit.
piece of shit.
Like it's still. Have you not seen that?
I've seen clips, bro.
I used to. They used to always play it on the Sci-Fi Channel.
He
like,
was scary for as a
periodically,
kid,
and
for
like
sure.
when I was in elementary school, that shit.
What's
scared
the
me.
one movie with like a giant, not a giant, but like a living fucking gingerbread man?
The Gingerbread Man.
That shit scared me as a kid.
So like, So this movie, what are you guys gonna score it?
Oh yeah. I give it.
Fucking bro.
I give it 8.2 out of 10.
Yeah, you would. You fucking half Mexican ass.
You have Mexican.
I'd give it-
Shut
I'd
the
give-
fuck up, Otto.
I'd give it a.
Cállate.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Thank you, Elwood, for turning me on to Pedro
Whoa.
Almodovar.
Whoa.
Woman on the Verge is a pause.
Pause, bro.
Woman on the Verge is a good. I think you'll like it. It's like a comedy.
I've heard good things about that one. I've heard
Yeah.
good things about
Damn.
Matador and Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down. So I think I want to see. I want to see like his earlier stuff before the 2000s.
Yeah. Well, we'll get together and just watch it.
Bro, the Automod just held one
Yeah,
of.
with Norby's mom, not Norby though.
Alright, you finish,
what?
finish,
Mexican
finish rating.
race
Finish
war,
it.
let's
Anthony
go.
Alright, finish rating it real quick.
You know, this movie is pretty interesting. You know, it covers, transgenders stuff, AIDS, losing loved ones,
Curing AIDS.
curing AIDS, a lot of shit. The average human body has what, like 50 or 60,000 white blood cells. I'd probably give this like a 45,000 out of 60,000 white blood cells.
It's a good score.
Actually, I'll give it a 47
That's not a good score.
or 47,000.
Okay, there you go. 47 blood cells out of 60,000 blood cells.
No, just the white ones.
Just the white ones. I'm gonna give this film. It's not his best. It's not his most extreme. I want to recommend it, a really extreme one. Bad Education's a really good one to talk about. It's a good like podcast one, cause that movie's fucking insane. You're like, what the fuck is happening? But this is a good Pedro film. It's not a bad Pedro film. It is a Pedro film, and for that, I'm gonna give it a solid 30 bubbles out of 40. He's done better, and he's still doing better. That's it.
It's tight. I'm gonna read the chat.
Thank you guys for learning Spanish to watch this film. That was really cool of all of you guys.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
For real.
anytime.
First Spanish film?
No,
Mm.
Peugeot.
Oh yeah.
Peugeot's in Spanish.
Yeah, what the
stupid
fuck?
ass.
It's
in
Portuguese.
you
Oh
fucking-
yeah, it's Brazil.
fucking.
That was
All
racist.
right, that's strike one.
Pause.
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 I'm sure we've done
Chat.
another Spanish movie though.
Oh, Waffenseeder
I
said.
don't think so. I don't think so.
Waffenseeder
Someone
said
should've been
y'all
keeping
should
track.
watch Minions: Rise of Gru.
Oh
Bro, we
shit!
should've.
Yeah.
Bro,
And
we
then-
should go as Smotters to
That'd be
both
sick,
of
that'd be
them.
pretty
Elvis
sick.
and Minions.
They would let us do it too, because aren't people like dressing up for it?
I think some
No, they
theaters
got.
won't let you
You're
in.
not allowed to wear suits.
I
to
think
see
AMC
Minions.
said that you're not allowed to, but if you
Mhm.
just don't go to an AMC,
You go to a different one.
Yeah, you Cinemark.
Cinemark would be down.
Then
Dong works at Cinemark.
CJ said Leprechaun in the Hood is goated. Then Jalen said, "Have y'all ever seen Evil Bong?" I haven't, but I can't stop finding
Aren't
Evil
there-
Bong 666 on DVD.
Aren't there 18 of them?
No way. We
There's a
haven't watched
fuckload of them.
Mexican.
Aren't there?
Evil Bong?
I believe so. I don't know how
Yeah.
many there are. Then Jalen said, "Norby, you gonna let him say that to you?" I think that's when
I said
you said half Mexican. Yeah, for real. Fuck you for that.
Bro, you're
like
half.
legit.
You're half, and you're half.
Sure, that is facts.
How does that make you feel, Norby?
Makes me feel betrayed by my own race. This is why I have a problem with
You
being
mean betrayed
mixed.
by half your race?
Shut the fuck up.
The Holy Mountain.
You guys did the Holy Mountain?
Yeah, we
That's
did.
in-
Oh, then
that's in
yeah,
Spanish?
That's the first
There
Spanish
is some.
film.
In, well,
He's
like,
in.
It's
uh,
in multiple languages. I feel
kind.
like.
Well,
Well,
uh,
El Topo was in Spanish.
But he's from.
he's from Chile.
Yeah, he's from Chile.
Is it really the first Spanish movie
Technically,
we did? I
I'm
feel
going
the whole
to.
film's on
The
in
El
Spanish.
Duce tapes that has L in it.
Well, I'm not talking about like just like the cultural thing, but like a Spanish language film. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I swear.
Like I didn't actually realize the Holy Mountain was Spanish until I didn't realize he was like Hispanic until the other day when I searched up like Hispanic films and Holy Mountain came up. I was
Mhm.
like, really? That's him?
Just the other day.
It was like a month ago. I was like, I didn't realize he was like, I didn't realize he was Hispanic. I thought he was like,
You're-
because isn't he half like Greek or something? He's like half
don't
like
even know.
European or some shit like that. But anyway, Norby.
Then Jalen said, "Mexican race war, let's go."
Fuck
And
you,
then Automod
Pam.
tried to hold to hold the comment, but I let it go through.
Suicide was really
Then
cool.
Waffen teacher said powerful
Landscape by
AIDS.
Anthony.
Then CJ said he rates the movie 5 bags of popcorn and a soda. And Waffen teacher said the white ones are the best. Then CJ said not bags, he meant buckets. Then Waffen teacher said the true mud dilemma. Then CJ said evil bong looks like a bad time for sure. Then Jalen just said, Norby, has he told you how he has hate crimed me for 2 years now for being Panamanian? I tell you from the heart, do not let this Mexican win. You're not even a true Mexican.
What
You
the
can't
fuck
even
you
run,
mean,
bro.
Got his ass. I got you, motherfucker.
Oh.
Can't come back from that.
I could beat you in a race.
Okay, let's go right now.
I like how you were like, I'll do double next time.
I'll do
Yeah.
double. 'Cause I
was like,
would.
But Elijah's right. Like, you don't want to do double next time. Like.
But I would though.
All right, we'll hold you to it, man.
Well, I'm not
we
gonna
need
do
to
it
have
now.
another
I didn't-
workout
I didn't have
session.
to.
Another back.
I thought we were gonna
workout
start,
session.
but no, we had to watch 2 movies.
Dang.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, we gotta get our shit together.
I
Yeah, if
remember
you guys
when
want to
we-
make it a weekly thing too, we should plan that out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we watched Snake of June. Elijah was like, I tried to watch it in the shower. Wait, what movie did you say you were trying to watch while you were taking a shower?
I don't know if I did that.
I feel like you did. I feel like you said that. you
I think
had
we all
your
said that Snake
laptop.
of June made us feel like we were in the shower.
No,
Because it
yeah,
was
it
like
was
really
a
like
vagina.
watery and blue.
Yeah, Snake of June was really wet.
Yeah.
It was a
Pause.
wet
That's
movie.
what like Philip Seymour Hoffman was like talking.
Elijah's talking about how wet he was after watching Snake of June, right?
I feel like I gave that like less than a 6 out of 10.
I'm gonna
That was a good
re-recommend
movie.
it.
I like that movie.
Re-recommended?
I'm just gonna keep
Yeah.
recommending it until you like it.
We've never done any re-entries, you know.
For real,
into-
that's true.
You should.
I've thought about watching Eyes Wide Shut again.
I kind of want to
We'll
watch
have
that one
Pat
too.
on.
Yeah, Pat just watched Eyes Wide Shut.
I wonder what movie Pat will recommend.
No, that's what he said. We asked him yesterday, and he said,
Is it
Pat's
Eyes Wide
watched
Shut?
like some like movies like that would be podcast stuff.
Like
Do
He
Seventh
watched The
Seal.
Piano Teacher not too long ago. If he watched Boogie Nights, he just watched Licorice Pizza.
"Yeah, yesterday I was hanging out with him in like the little employee green room, and he was telling me that he's a fan of Michael Haneke these days."
Yeah.
Nice.
We had like we were talking about PTA a little bit.
You guys just should do a Kubrick at episode what?
Oh,
At the next
Man, that's
10.
gonna be like in 6 months. Who knows when we'll be at episode
Oh,
40?
Yeah.
Fourteen.
Oh yeah. What's the next director, guys?
we could do like someone like Tarkovsky.
That'll be
But,
like,
that'll be
he'll-
hard.
He only has like
It's gonna
7
be-
movies, but like it's
It's a long.
the running time will be the same as like going through like any other director's filmography.
Man, I don't even know because then like what say we did like Steven Soderbergh, that would be like
Yeah.
that'd be like years. You know what I mean?
He has like 30 movies.
Yeah.
I feel like if we did Tarkovsky though, we'd come out on the other end like wiser.
Well,
That's true, but I feel like it's just like, it's not even the fact of it being Tarkovsky, but like it just really we like time and place. Where are we gonna be at
For
episode
real.
40? You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
What if we're making shit then? It's gonna be
Yo.
hard to like
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
You guys
I'm
gonna
not
be-
saying to do Tarkovsky. I was just bringing
get.
up
No, I want
Tarkovsky.
to do Tarkovsky though.
That
you
would
guys
be
are gonna
cool.
be 40
Huh?
at episode 40.
Where are we gonna be?
40.
We got 9 episodes
Dang.
to go. That's a lot of life to live.
Think about that.
Bro, what are we gonna do for the? What is it gonna be? Is it gonna be a year anniversary? Or a 2-year?
2 years.
Wow.
We should do something for the 2 years.
Review every movie that you put on the podcast.
Oh yeah, we should just go through.
Rapid
We should do
fire.
commentary.
Dude,
like,
you know we should do Zia and UNLV picks.
That
Oh,
would be
yeah.
good. That'd be a good like celebration. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
What's UNLV picks?
They have a little like section
I like the
of
library.
DVDs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They actually have a pretty good
got
selection.
some
Yeah,
cool
they're the
stuff.
plug and a lot.
Lots
yeah.
of Criterion stuff.
Mhm.
I'll let you go into my room.
Elwood
picks.
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 That'd be pretty cool.
I remember one time Anthony dropped me off, and him and Deja looked at me and just said, "What's your room like?"
Yeah, man, I just want to know how you live.
Have you been in his room yet?
Nah, I don't know. I don't really know that guy like this.
Dang.
Elijah doesn't really know either. It just comes when it's dark.
I like break. I come in through the bathroom window.
His room is like really nerdy.
What the fuck?
Isn't it like blue or something?
No, it's just white.
It's like
It's got a lot of posters.
got a lot of like shoegaze posters and stuff.
No, the fuck I don't. I got, bro. I keep forgetting.
Does your room have like a low shutter
He's
speed?
got a slow dive poster.
Bro,
Like you
Jalen
come in
went
there and
to
everything starts like moving with a trail.
Jalen was at a record store in Utah, and they had the Slow Dive album on record,
Mm-hmm.
and like the Slow Dive album, and like I was pretty close to making her buy it from. It was like $40.
They're selling it at 11th Street.
I don't fucking buy from 11th Street.
But they're
Dang,
selling it.
yo, Wapatir said shoe dash
Shoe
gaze.
gaze.
Wait, also I have
it
a
has
question.
gay in it.
What's the question?
I didn't think
No,
of
what hate
My
crimes
Bloody
do you cause
Valentine
to
is for
Jalen
homos.
about
Panamanian? Just because if you search up Panama on Wikipedia,
How do they let
it
that
says
get
some
put in?
shit like it says some shit like in the 1800s the whole like country was robbed
What
by
the
pirates.
fuck, Jalen?
Oh shit. Oh wait, what happened?
What?
They won't let you put race war, but they'll let you say that.
What did she say?
Wapatir said shoe dash gaze, and he said my bloody Valentine is for homos. And then Jalen said like up arrow. This guy gets it. And then all caps, bro. It's so rough out here. That was funny as
But
fuck.
yeah, no. Supposedly, Panama was robbed. Like the whole country was robbed by pirates.
That's so sick.
But it's
bro.
so fucking funny because at the time, the population of Panama was like 10,000. And how many pirates can you fit on one ship?
I don't know, like 50 max.
How did they lose? That's my
And
question.
pirates are cool as fuck.
They are cool as fuck, but like, how did they lose? That's like
Bro.
50 against 10,000.
Because nobody can beat Captain Jack Sparrow, bro. He's invincible.
That's
It
what I was
was
thinking right
women
now.
and kids.
It was women
There were
and
no
children.
men.
It was
That's bullshit.
women and kids, so the women were just raping the kids. Like,
No, but no, I just used to make fun of it a lot.
It
Just
was fucking like 1500s, bro.
Can we
It
have
was
a Don
women and
Cheadle
kids.
episode?
like, bro. Then we gotta watch Traffic and Ocean's 11,
You
12, and
said
13.
a Don Cheadle episode.
We
Oh,
have to
so
do-
We get
so
to
we
watch
can- we
Boogie
can brand-
Nights again.
Bro, I feel like you guys have said so many directors.
No, but that's not even a director. We're just
No, it's
branching
Don
out
Cheadle.
now. We gotta watch Iron Man.
Yeah, you
or
have to-
Iron Man 2. Only Iron Man 2.
And then you have to bring Kareem here for all the
Cheadle.
episodes.
We get to
Bro,
watch
I
Crash.
talked to him last week. He was so mad he wasn't on the Hard 8 episode.
Oh, because he loves Hard 8?
No, because he's from Reno.
Oh,
Oh, that
Bro.
would have been good.
shit. Who the fuck wants to say that they're from Reno?
He doesn't, but
He doesn't.
at the
like
same
his one
time he
thing.
does. Man, no, he's got Reno story, man. Reno's a crazy place.
Brennan said Don Cheadle is God.
RN or the college in Reno was like for kids that didn't want to go to UNLV, like they didn't want to stay at home, but they didn't want to like
Who-
be too far from home.
I feel like it's more of a party school too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck all
I wanna
those
check
kids,
it out.
bro. Except for the kids that went to UNLV. Or went to
UNLV
LVA.
kinda sucks, too.
LVA, I love you.
UNLV.
Oh, yeah.
No, just LVA. Bro, the choir at from LVA played at the Raiders Stadium the other night during the game or whatever.
Did you have like? Do you
They
feel
do like the national anthem?
Yeah,
or-
the national anthem.
Okay.
Reno is the New Jerusalem.
Alright, guys, we
So is
gotta-
that like, is Las Vegas like Palestine?
Nah, it's
Kareem
Sodom
is
and Gomorrah
Jesus.
out here.
But yeah,
It's a
no,
war out here.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Hotel Rwanda.
Vegas?
Yeah.
What the fuck's the new Steven Soder? No Sudden Move. That's a Don Cheadle movie. He's the main character.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don Cheadle would be a really good episode. He's a good actor. He's really good at what he does.
We should do a Safety Bros episode.
We didn't
Oh,
even.
yeah.
We didn't talk
That'd
about
be
Benny
easy. That'd be easy
Safdie.
to do too.
That'd be fun.
We
That-
didn't talk about Benny Safdie from Licorice Pizza.
It was brief. No, somebody did. No,
'Cause there was-
Anthony
I
said
brought
he-
him up.
Yeah, Anthony said he wished he was in there more.
Mm.
I think he reminds me a little bit of you sometimes.
Benny Safdie.
Pause.
Or his
Pause.
character.
I'm not saying you're retarded.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was
I
gay.
So like his character from Good Time and Licorice Pizza.
Pause. I'm not saying you're retarded, nor are you gay.
Both.
But you do
You are
look really
both.
stupid.
You are not retarded or gay. You are both. But you're a Safdie brother. You are like a Safdie brother to me.
But yeah, no, what movies is there's like the would you count the Pleasures of Stealing?
Pleasure being robbed.
Pleasures of being
Yeah,
robbed.
we'd
Yeah, that'd be good.
Daddy Long
Man,
Legs.
should we do it? Should we include? I guess we already did
Frownland
Frownland in the episode.
I would rewatch it happily.
For
I want to buy the vinyl for it.
There's
Vinyl.
the Criterion.
On Discogs. No, on Discogs you can
There's
buy
a
the
vinyl?
vinyl
For
for
Frownland?
Frownland.
Shit,
Yeah.
that's
who
How much
did
is
the
it?
who did the music?
This one guy, the guy who's a
Carruth?
roommate.
Oh,
Oh, really?
The guy who's a roommate.
Oh,
I
that's
think
so cool.
he did the music for it.
what's the weird I forgot. Oh, you should do a Cassavetes episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cassavetes would be a great fucking dude to do.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I was gonna recommend if we were recommending, I was gonna recommend Husbands today. Husbands is
Oh.
a good movie. I need to rewatch it.
Brandon said I fully endorse a Don Cheadle episode in all caps.
Bro,
Okay.
literally the fans.
He really
want
likes
it.
Don Cheadle. John said Don Cheadle and Kevin Hart clip. And Moffitt said watch every movie with James. Well, how the fuck do you say that? Gandolfini in it.
Gandolfini.
Then Jalen said, "Do y'all know what I'm talking about? That shit's so fucking funny."
So, do you know what clip it is? Anthony?
What clip?
So it's Don Cheadle and Kevin Hart.
doing what?
I'm not saying
They're
you're
just
autistic, bro.
talking.
You just remind me
Nah,
of
I don't
Benny.
know
And
that
Good-
So Don Cheadle and Kevin Hart are talking, and Kevin Hart's like, "How old are you?" And Don Cheadle's like, "I'm 52." He's like, "Damn." Just like silence for like a minute, and Kevin Hart's like, "I'm sorry." I'm sorry. And Don Cheadle's like, No, you said it. You fucking said it. So say it again. Say it again to my face. Kevin Hart's like, I don't want to say it again. It's okay. I'm sorry, Don Cheadle. I'm sorry. He's like, and yeah, that's the end of the clip.
Dang.
It's a lot funnier because it's like Kevin Hart and like he's like all squeaky and like short and shit like that.
You like Kevin Hart?
No,
Oh, do you want to see the clip? Jalen just
I
sent the link to
I
it.
like Kevin Hart in that one J. Cole music video.
We
about
still have
Kevin
5
Hart.
viewers. Can you believe that?
Yeah, we gotta
Like fucking
leave.
157.
All right.
Wait,
we
wait.
getting ready.
Wait, let's watch the clip.
Time, like I said, for me, I'm 56 years old. Damn. I'm sorry. It was a thought. No, seriously, it was a thought. It was a thought, and I blurted it out. I did not mean it that way. I'm fine. Okay, but just understand, I didn't mean it the way it came out. We'll take a poll on how you meant it with people here later after the show's over. But I can sit up here and honestly say, buddy, that was from a place of love. Yeah. Damn. If we could play it back right now, play it back. These are two different dance. Play it back in slow motion. There wasn't no. There was no like. I said. Damn. No, you said the word damn. Do you want me to tell you how you said it? I know how I said it. Do you want me to say it back to you how I think you said it? What? Damn. Not true. I said. Damn. Quieter and quieter. I could barely hear you that last time you said it. Well, that means that you can barely hear the truth. So who has the problem?
Fucking.
Maybe 56 You're amazing. The way you not even come in each thing, it just flip.
Go to the beginning. I missed him.
Time, like I said, for me, I'm 56 years old. Dang. I'm sorry.
Got him.
Don Cheadle looked more distraught there than in Hotel Rwanda. Bro, it's so fucked up. He fucking does he does an accent for the entirety of Hotel Rwanda, but he doesn't speak the fucking language that the other ones speak. He just doesn't accent.
Dang, 6 views. What's up?
All right.
Time to end at 6 views.
Alrighty.
Don Cheadle.
Also, the song Kevin Hart is in is literally called Kevin's Heart.
Yeah, Kevin's Hart.
Yeah, he's funny in that video. Like he keeps like, it's like one of those like videos where it's like you could tell that he wanted to like make it because all these women just want him, and that's like the video. So all these women just want to fuck him all the time. And it's like, does anyone really want to fuck Kevin Hart?
I mean, he had an affair, you know, it's the whole thing.
But that's
He
just
got
one
canceled.
woman, though. But like, would you fuck Kevin Hart?
Okay, pause.
What do you mean pause?
Oh my God.
I am sorry to the Screen Telling family and friends for
Bro, what are you about to do?
having us go until 2 a.m.
Oh.
and not talking about Visitor Q. But I'm excited to talk about 5 movies next time.
Next
too.
episode,
Me too.
Visitor
And
Q
start coming
first.
here between starting it at a more structured time. So
Man, good things are coming, everybody. Stay tuned,
For
film
real.
fans.
I'm
Keep
coming.
watching the movies. Hey, don't be afraid to keep on sending us suggestions to spread the word.
Mm-hmm.
We're out of
Yo,
here.
Waffle Cedar, start editing again, bro.
Yeah, bro. Remember the Alamo?
Remember the Alamo, bro. We
Please.
fucking... We're waiting for more shit, bro. He said lol. That means he's not
Bro,
gonna
that
do
was
it.
my favorite fucking like bumper in that.
The Remember the Alamo one?
Yeah,
That was
remember
pretty
that.
good.
Please remember the Alamo.
The vaccine one was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny too.
Pretty edgy.
Wait.
Alright, we'll see you guys later.
Peace out, film fans.
Later. And somebody just sent the link.
Fucking like, damn.
If you wanted to make a backcountry website, I'll look into that. Y'all take it easy.
This is Bat Country.